live. What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another SuperFriends Team-Up. I'm joined by the one, the only Broken Bat. Thank you again for joining me, Broken Bat, here in the PacPhotos YouTube channel. And we get to have fun, man. Today we're going to talk about some McFarlane Toys. We're going to talk about our top figures of the year. But yeah, I want to say before we get started, though, a lot of your work on your toy photography inspired me to kind of go that route too with my photography. So I just want to say thank you again for the inspiration, man.
Man, thank you. That means a lot. Thanks for having me again. Really excited to be here.
Likewise,
And
man.
I'm more excited to be your inspiration.
Yeah, brother.
Taking photos.
Yeah.
That really makes my day.
Yeah. And I don't think people realize how hard it is to photograph with a black backdrop or to have that dark contrast working with figures, especially like Batman or something like that, where their outfits are dark. So it's challenging, but it's fun though.
Yeah.
But
the darker characters like Batman are a little bit more challenging, but I think the white ones, like one of my favorite figures of the year. It's a little bit spoilery, but it was tricky to taking photos of him because he's so bright, like the light.
yeah,
It's the body, and I'm like, oh no, this is super bright. I need to change the settings.
diffusing. Yeah.
Precisely.
One day we'll delve into the photography aspect of it. But before we get started with our list, I did release my video going over my top 10 DC Multiverse figures, but I still have, because we talked about this before, and I bought a lot of DC Multiverse figures this year. So I'm going to showcase ones that haven't been mentioned yet on the list.
I already saw your top 10. I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty accurate top 10.
Thanks, man.
And I saw your Spider-Man top 10 too. And I was like, yeah.
You're
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And I don't even have a bunch of Spider-Man stuff, but I liked your top 10 from
Thank you, man.
Marvel Legends.
I appreciate it, my friend. I can't wait to see who's in your top 10. With mine, though, it's going to be kind of there isn't really any sequential order. It's just ones I want to highlight. And they don't have to necessarily be multiverse ones. They can be other properties from McFarlane Toys, I feel like. But are you cool if I go and kick us off and we'll kind of go back and forth?
Yeah, we can do it. Are you going to tell your top Build-A-Figure waves or mega figs, or they are in the same racket? I think the expression
for the Build-A-Figure waves or collective build waves. I'll be honest, the Marvel Legends one, I've completed Infinity Ultron, Bonebreaker, and Atuma. And then for the McFarlane ones, I've done. Sorry, I was remembering what it was.
There are a bunch.
There's a lot. Yeah, I had Atrocitus. I had the Endless Winter.
But
I think
Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, that was one I was gonna say. This probably. I'll go with Build-A-Figure first. So my favorite collective Build-A-Figure is probably this horse from Dark Knight Returns, dude. Last year, Marvel had the Ursa Major, so you had to build a bear. This year, you can build a horse.
Build a bear. Exactly.
Yeah, this is on there.
And the details on him, like the bat logo.
Yeah,
they did a pretty good job. I think I need to see my list. Yeah, my top 3. Yeah. Man, I love Dark Knight Returns, so I had to place the wave there. I have 4, but 3. One is an honorable mention because it was the Joker bot, Batman Beyond wave. He only appeared in January of this year, so
that counts.
It's a build-up. Yeah, it still counts, but hey, it's gonna shout out only. But my 3 favorites were in third place. It's not I prefer this one better, but the top 3 were the Dark Knight Returns one. I think the horse was sick. The faces mainly on Superman was a little bit wacky.
Oh, the Superman
resembles a lot. He remembers me he resembles a lot Ronald Reagan. I think it was supposed to to look like him in the comics. I think because all that 80s stuff. Then I really liked the Arkham City wave, the figures, not the Build a Figure. I think Randy, like I talked with Rob, like I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
He has he has loads of details and awesome articulation, but the size, like he looks like a baby next to the DC Collectibles version.
The
It's
photo you posted, yeah.
like take your kid to work day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then I think probably the best wave of the year, in my opinion, was the Atrocitus one,
Yeah.
because I was not expecting getting. I know Atrocitus is a little bit big compared like with the source material, but it's okay. But getting that storm instead of getting another dead Aquaman or Wonder Woman or whatever, having that storm there gives me
Yeah.
hope for a firestorm down the line. I think for me it was my favorite wave
Yeah.
of
The
the year.
that Death Storm's awesome. That's the only one I have displayed in the villain shelf from that wave. Just because it looks so badass. But
Yeah, different.
uh, that atrocity wave is pretty nice. I don't mind that it's it's a little bit bigger because I honestly I like that because they actually feel like build a figures. You know what I mean? Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's good picks. So when the Joker bought ship, what was your favorite figure from that the wave?
Probably, I think probably it was like what's the name of the guy from the memes? Blight. I
Light.
think Blight, either Blight and Shriek. I think they were like the best ones of the wave.
Mhm.
I liked Blight because you. I think I posted a couple of photos of him, and you can see the skull
Yeah,
inside.
it's like the helmet.
I was not expect. Actually, I was expecting that suit because Todd, I think Todd mentioned back in the day, like we are not going to do like the suit version of him from the animated series. We are going to do like new comic version. The build a figure, it's not bad. I think it looks cool. Having to you can switch like the face and have like Joker, Batman. The wings
Yeah.
are a waste of space, in my opinion, because they are huge. I
You
have
can
him
retract them in
displayed
though.
with the wings retracted
Yeah.
because they are like what 13 inches long, I think.
Yeah. It's like the Hellbat kind of.
It's
It's like your favorite one.
yeah, the helmet and the wings on the helmet are shorter
Oh, they
than
are.
the
Okay.
ones that Chokerbot has. But overall, I think it was a good wave. Uh, I was looking forward to getting. I know it's not the best wave, but the Crime Syndicate one that's
Oh my god.
appearing. Because I want to build Starro, but I know already that the wave will appear only like in January of next year, probably March, probably
Oh.
January of next year. Yeah, the figures are not the best,
Yeah.
especially Ultraman. He looks like a Jersey Shore type of guy. That face, like, doesn't look like anything like the source material. Power Girl, she's thick. She's thick. She's lacking the accessories. Uh, Power Ring is a good reuse of the Parallax All Jordan.
Mhm.
I think they could have done a better job with the legs. And Hollow Man, I think, probably is going to be the best one of the fourth.
Yeah,
I think.
Alman is I it's funny you mentioned that because I forgot about the Build a Starro too. Yeah, that was another wave that came out this year. The best one from that wave was Owlman. The Starro is awesome.
Oh,
It's
man.
just like good luck having to like stand them up. Um, that Joker bot wave was interesting. I really like Shriek from that one. I like Batman Beyond, but
But
yeah,
with the mask.
yeah. I'm not sure. And by the way, shout outs to this. I'm not sure you checked that channel. Have you seen DC Multiverse Dude yet? He's
I
a
think so
he
because
just
like during the weekends, I'm on the couch and I put on YouTube and I'm seeing like a bunch of reviewers and folks talking about figures and I'm like, nice,
yeah.
awesome content.
So yeah, because
I
me
think.
me and Broken Bat were talking before the show. Like, there's we wish there were more like content creators for like DC Multiverse line.
Mhm.
His channel is awesome. He's definitely one of my favorites to watch. I just subbed to his account because he came out with his top 20 of 2022 already. Way too much to import the Starwood. I heard Australia does
Yeah,
cost a lot to
Australia.
import there. Somebody, I don't know if you can confirm this, DC Multiverse dude, because I had somebody that commented in one of my videos saying Australia costs it cost him like $70 to get a McFarlane toy figure. Is that true?
Yeah, I think it was like Krypton during the last live that we did,
Oh
and he
yeah,
was
that's
talking
right.
about the prices.
Crypto Nation,
It
yeah.
was yeah, yeah.
Oh, Crypto
But
Nation.
I think the dollar in Australia, it's different, the value from the
Yes.
United States.
Okay.
So I think
Uh, it's all good. I said thanks for shout out. That's so kind. I'm just nah, man. We're all an evil
same.
playing field. we're all even playing field. We're all collectors. That's what matters. Um, so those were the build a figures, and I think those were solid picks, man. I'm gonna go with my favorite mega figure. I had Bane on my list because Bane is pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah, man.
I
That's I'm
didn't
looking at
understand.
him and I'm
I don't want to spoil it for you guys in case that's on the list. He said our standard McFarlane is 35.
35,
That's it. Yeah. Wait. How much is a Marvel
a
Legend
bit
over there? I'm
over.
curious. Which
I
is over
think
20 years. That's not bad.
yeah,
All right. So this one, I remember seeing it during the NYCC event, and I was like, Frankenstein's part of the DC universe,
yeah.
and this thing is freaking awesome, man. Like, I had a couple shots playing with him and Hulk just because I love the aesthetics of this Frankenstein, and apparently he is part of the DC comic book lore.
Yeah.
People were complaining about like his
Mhm.
marching band shirt. I'm fine with it honestly, but
But it's accurate to the comics.
yeah, and it's
Yes.
like it's
The best part is him, he, and Mongol are not available here yet. I'm
oh
dying to get them both,
dude,
especially Mongol,
I do
because
want to get
I
that
saw
Mongol.
like the first pics from the Toy Fair, and I was like, the Toy Fair, the New York Comic Con. I was like, oh, need to get my hands on them.
I remember that because Rob was like, he asked the guy there, he's like, "Can I take a look at it?" He's like, "Sure." So he was just like posing it around, and then Rob's video went viral for that. But yeah, this thing
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah. I think it was
first one,
the
dude.
first person to do like. Yeah, it looks really cool, and the sword in the
The
back.
sword that goes in the sheath, yeah, like it's really
Like you don't
nice.
have that sheath, you don't have that off sheath that like Deathstroke has, the Arkham
Yeah.
Origins one, and what's the name? And I am going to post photos of him. Talon from Court of Walls.
Oh, Talon, yeah, I
Like
haven't
you
picked
have
him.
that off sheath. Doesn't look great
It doesn't look as good,
in
yeah.
photo.
But yeah, this, yeah, I remember I unboxed this. I wanted to do a video, but just I unboxed it and just like posed around for a little bit. I was just impressed with this, man. Uh, which is what DC
The
Multiverse says.
articulation,
Frankenstein rocks, my beefy boy.
beefy boy.
Wow, that is insane, dude.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah. We pay
no, man,
for the
Marvel.
VHS line.
Yeah.
For the VHS line, we pay here like almost 40 euros for a figure. Like you have Cyclops that you can order from Pulse.
Yeah.
He's like 40 something. And I'm like, whatever, one of these days.
One of these. Just wait for
It's
one of
not
the
worth it.
Hasbro. So can I ask you then, like for you guys like overseas, like are like the one figures we consider imports, are they cheaper over there? Like are Mafex cheaper there?
Probably.
Oh, do
I
you
don't know.
have you ordered any
Might
Mafex?
ear imports are super expensive. Like a
Regardless if it's from
Mafex over there, like what's the cost of, for example, SBET? Like $80, 90.
yeah, it's about 100. I think BBTS had it for like 100 to 125.
Here it's 150.
Holy crap! So it's more. Oh damn!
Yeah,
He said it's insane. He said nothing is cheaper. Oh
nothing
man, that sucks. Ever.
ever.
I believe that. I heard like the HasLabs sending there were expensive. But all right, so we got my mega fig. Who's one of yours? Because I know you have three. I only have one, but you're welcome to showcase your three, bro.
I have three, but I can show you the first one. Like in my top three,
Yeah.
the third one is Man Bat, even with those like joint issues
Really, you put Man Bat up there?
in the ankles.
Yeah.
Because I like the details. I was thinking about putting Killer Croc there, but the lack of jaw articulation and having him like with one open hand and a closed fist hand, I didn't like very much. I dig Titan Joker, but for me, I think I can consider it a mega fig, even if McFarlane considers it to be like a vehicle, like Joker Dragon. I think it looks pretty sweet.
I thought you were gonna say the Batmobiles.
Joker Dragon.
Like,
Nah, I don't have the Batmobiles.
Where's the Joker Dragon? Right there.
Right there. I think it's a cool figure. I was not expecting, even if it's like it's small compared to the source material. I think it still looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with articulation and the detail, plus he has the jaw articulation.
Oh, does it move?
And he's a little bit bendy.
You're gonna hate this.
Yeah. It moves a little bit.
You're gonna hate this, Ricardo. I'm thinking about picking it up. It was at my GameStop for like $15. I might pick it up just to pose him on shelf with all the Jokers.
I paid like $30 for him.
Real quick,
here the prices are.
I want to say a shout out to Toying Around. Hello there. So Toying, don't worry. There's no screenshots from 1998.
General Kenobi.
Yeah. Toying Around from Unboxing 30s and Book of Boba. He had an awesome one last week with Nigel. It was pretty cool. My bad. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I have to see it.
Yeah, they were opening up some Marvel Legends on his.
My favorite one. Okay, because you were talking because the picture was freezing here. I don't know.
Oh, my bad.
Because of the internet.
Oh no.
I don't know if it's because of my internet or some. No, it's okay. So my favorite mega fig of the year, the man who broke the bat.
Oh,
man, the myth, the legend.
McBain.
My boy Bane, like even without closed fists.
Yeah.
That's my boy, like my most wanted figure ever. Like I remember in 2019 when McFarlane got the license, 2020, I can't remember. I sent them like a huge email asking, oh, it would be so cool having like a Nightfall Bane, build a figure with Catwoman and Asbat, even with the blue and the red suit, a Nightwing with the 90s costume. I remember like I never got an answer, but finally he's here. Even if it's not super accurate to the comic, he still looks fantastic, man. I love him.
Yeah.
Even the articulation in the legs, it's crazy in details.
And also now we're getting Nightfall Catwoman. You saw from the announcements, and
man, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah,
and I saw the photo, and I was like, oh, she's perfect. I know probably you're gonna have like bigger legs. But I was like, oh my god, the Nightfall Catwoman! I was dying to get the Nightfall Catwoman because I really like the purple suit.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
She looks pretty good. Like even the sculpt and the hair, she looks pretty good.
DC Multiverse agrees with you. He thinks
so.
He says that he thinks Man-Bat is awesome. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
True.
Okay, so it makes my heart.
True. Yeah.
And just Jeff, he says, who does live stream 3 after? Jeff, there's other parts of the world that aren't 3 p.m., dude, or 4 p.m. or what. Just come on, man.
It's true.
Such a dope figure, needs fists. Hey, man, it's still good.
Agreed.
Plus, it uses the hinges, so you can. There are some customizers I saw that made fists for it.
Yeah. So, but like getting the fists here in Portugal, only in Texas alone, are like 20, 30 euros, let alone the price.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it's impossible to get stuff from overseas here.
Damn, dude.
Even in Europe, the prices are expensive, let alone like United States or Asia. It's impossible.
I feel very fortunate then to have collecting here. All right, so the cool thing about our mega figures, I'm glad none of our picks overlapped. So I had Frankenstein, you had Man-Bat, you had Bane, and you also had the Joker Dragon. So
yeah,
to switch it up, let's go ahead and go into some of our DC Multiverse or McFarlane Toys line. I'm gonna cheat a little bit though, dude, because I said none of these
Oh,
should be.
funny thing you are saying that.
Why?
Because I'm going to do the same.
So I'm not. None of my stuff are repeat. I said none of them are repeats except for one. I just want to showcase this again because it's freaking awesome. The Shazam movie
Yeah,
figure.
man, that thing.
I can't wait for you to get this in
I
hand, dude,
love your photos.
because even like I said, it's improving on the cuts. Like it doesn't look blocky anymore, like it does with. I'm trying to find other figures to compare it to, but it's pretty smooth. Even the knees.
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Yeah, with Peacemaker, you see those weird cuts.
yeah, smooth joints.
Yeah, they are improving.
Even the
And the
diaphragms.
sculpt.
Yeah, it's smoother. Yeah, once you get it in hand, you'll definitely notice it, man. But I had to shout this out again because this is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I don't.
I saw your review and then your photos, and I was like,
Soon,
perfection.
man. The only thing this is not on McFarlane Toys. It's more so on Warner Brothers. I wish they would have had the hood still because that was cool.
The wood.
The hood, yeah.
But I'm seeing like they have those that gold paint underneath the cape, those small details. That's awesome, even if it's not like 100% accurate.
Right.
And through your review, I saw like it was improvement over like the cape from the Rebirth one. Like,
dude,
I have the Rebirth one there, and
heavy.
the cape is so thick, like so heavy.
Yeah, it's super light. It's not as bad as the Rebirth one. The Rebirth one's nice. It's just this cape is much lighter rubber, which is better. Yeah. But that's my first one for my top. Yeah. Which one you got, my friend?
My first one, it's actually two because I'm going to do like variants for me are the same figure, even though I only have one. And I think, what was your like top 10 figure? I think it was this guy, the classic version.
Oh, I know what you're gonna pick.
It was like in the list. Martian Manhunter for me, like both versions. The Rebirth one and the classic one. I don't have the classic one, unfortunately. I still need to pick him up. But I think I really like the figure, even though he is like a little bit small.
Mm-hmm.
The details on him, like in the arms, the veins, the sculpt, man, it's incredible. And this costume, like, it's really well done.
Yeah.
And I have to place him like my top list. And it's one of the first figures with the new ball wrist joints. Like it's not those ugly ball joints like Dr. Fate has in Justice One, the first version. It's the improvement here. And I really like this guy, both versions. Even if I only have like this one, I think both versions for me are. It's a really solid figure.
And that's one thing that I'm glad they really addressed first with those ball joints. Because, like, yeah, even on Shazam, it looks nice. Like, they're sculpting it now, which looks good. But that's a good pick. And that's why when I made my top 10, I was like, if you like the Rebirth one, that's cool. I was just like, oh, cool, a classic Martian Manhunter. I'll just get that one, you know. DC
Yeah, I want to pick the classic version because that's the Martian Manhunter. But I ended up picking him first, and then the classic one appeared like 3 months after, and I was like, I already have this one of these days, like I will pick him up. Like same thing will happen with Kyle. Like I have the Build-A-Figure version, but I really want the 90s costume.
The gold label?
And still no word for him. Yeah, the gold label version, but there's still no word from him like in here. I don't know when it's supposed to show up in stores.
Damn.
Need to wait, I guess.
That makes me thankful. We're spoiled collectors here in the US, man. We have them at Target. We're spoiled.
Yeah.
DC Multiverse dude agrees.
Yeah, the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the cape. But I was going to place Shazam and Black Adam because it's the same body mold.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to pick both because for me it comes only like one figure because it's the same body mold. Because I was like, there are better Black Adams comic version, like the one that came with
Page Punchers?
The comic, the DC Direct. For me, it's McFarlane.
Yeah,
I think it's way better than the one that came in the Endless Winter Wave.
Oh, the Page Punchers one? Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah, the Page Punchers one from DC Direct. for me, those figures are McFarlane DC Multiverse stuff. So
yeah,
that's almost the same.
I kept the Endless Winter one just because I'm weird about this. I don't know if you are. Like, does scaling matter to you? Like, does it matter? Does scale matter?
Sometimes, sometimes like I have some figures here from other lines. Like I have Deadshot from DC Collectibles. It doesn't scale well with my rest of my Arkham stuff or comic stuff. But until we have a better one, I have him displayed. It doesn't bother me a lot.
Okay.
One thing is like 1 inch, other thing is like 3 or 4 inches, like Solomon Grundy. I'm like, go away. I can see this guy in my shelf. I already have the big one. I don't want the smaller one.
Right. I guess the reason I ask is because that's why I have the Endless Winter one displayed, because when you put the Page Punchers one next to the DC Rebirth Shazam, he's like shorter, and it's like, I gotta, for aesthetics, I have to put the Endless Winter one there just because he looks in scale with him. Yeah. All right. That's my little nitpick.
What bothers me more is the ends. It's the ends, those big ends.
Oh, it's the hands that bother you?
How can they do like? Can they do like just normal, regular size ends instead of doing those big, like super cartoony?
Come on, man! It's a comic book.
It pisses me off. Like, why? Like the Page Puncher Superman, I think it looks cool. Like I really like Bermejo art.
Yeah.
But then those big ends, like if he slaps Darkseid once, it's the end for him. Like with those big ass hands, it's impossible.
It's a little wild to me, but those I can look past. So that's your like nitpick is the hands. Mine's more so.
Yeah, the ends.
No slander, DC Multiverse, dude. It's just like he has Broken Bat has the DC Collectibles one, right? Or DC Direct one. Which one was the one you had? Yeah. So that's why he's like saying that, because
the DC Collectibles one.
I don't have that, so it's like I don't know that. But if you ever see his photo on Instagram, you'll see the difference in size and why he says Solomon Grundy's too small, because it
looks like a midget.
It's a good sculpt though. Don't get me wrong. It's basically that DC Collectibles just shrunking down. It's just you wish it would have been a little bit bigger.
He has a better sculpt and articulation compared to the DC Collectibles one. The DC Collectibles one is like, it's good to just stay there. You don't touch him because he has those clear plastic articulation and he breaks easily. I got him like second hand, and he already came with a broken arm, not bad arm.
Damn.
A broken arm, but it doesn't bother me because it's stuck in place and I don't move him around a lot, so for me it works.
I was just gonna say he shares the same sentiments as you. They don't have it. So but he also says Collectibles Grundy is awesome, but he's insanely huge. It's cool. I want that stuff though, man. I want stuff to fight the Hulk. He should have been bigger. It's true. Yeah.
And he's even bigger than Clayface.
Is he really? He said so many clear plastic, so many broken Killer Crocs. Damn. All right. So
I think it was the main issue with him.
All right. So next one. So that was Shazam, and then you had the Martian Manhunter Rebirth version.
Martian Manhunter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. This one, it's another cheating one, I guess you could say. It's from the Dark Knight Returns, and I've kit bashed it with the DC Collectibles Batman: The Adventure Continues. I put the armored Batman head sculpt on there just because I love the Bruce Timm style. Mm-hmm. So it's this Batman.
Looks awesome.
Which I haven't done it yet. I want to mod it because you can improve the diaphragm, but at some point I want. Yeah, I do like the aesthetics of this better as like a unmasked Bruce Wayne head sculpt. It looks a little big on this buck, but it works for me. I do like this. So this would be my next one. I do like the sculpting of his like utility belt too.
The pouches.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the cape isn't.
That's probably one of my favorite figures too. But since he's in that wave, top 3,
yeah,
I count him as one.
Oh, you know
my
what?
Next
also,
one.
Also thigh swivel, dude. Check
He's like, how can if like they do the tie swivel on him on Dark Detective, I think, on
Yeah, it was random. It was
Death Metal or
yeah,
some. I think it's
the
the
Future
Death
State
Metal
one.
version that
Oh
Future
yeah,
State, yeah, the Dark Detective. I think if they have tie swivel, how can they like implement that in every figure? It doesn't look very. I'm liking the word, but it doesn't look like aesthetic pleasing, like seeing someone with the leg
oh, you don't like the
turning.
thigh cut.
No, I like the tie cut. I'm just saying, why can't McFarlane like apply the tie cut to every figure? I know it's not the best thing in terms of aesthetic,
Yeah.
like looking at someone with the leg all bent and all that stuff. But I think it's easy to do. I think just doing the tie cut.
Yeah,
I think
that
it
would
will be an improvement.
I think like it has. I feel like something has to do with like budget. Like it probably costs more to break that into sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is like I sound like a broken record in my reviews, but I would remove. This is me. I would remove toe articulation to add a thigh cut. Like that would be my trade off. Because these are nice, but you don't need it for every single figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess
I
this is a
think
bad
like
example though because he rides a horse, so he needs the cut right there.
he needs the
Toe
token. But like in some figures, like for example, like Bane and those big guys, like you don't have to do super poses like doing crouch stuff where you need like the toe articulation. For example, Spider-Man needs toe articulation. Like the
Yeah,
Renew Your Vows, I think it's the one that has like the toe articulation.
yeah, it does.
I can't remember that. Like it works well. Like if you have a speedster in your collection, or someone with like the booster gold body buck, where you have more articulation, it makes sense having that. Like when it's someone big, I think it doesn't make sense having that. But I know why they did why they keep the two articulation, because everyone is knows already. Like McFarlane figure as this and that. Like
Yeah,
the
it's like a standard.
articulation is always the same, and they don't want to break like the tradition of having to change their figures.
Yeah.
Like
No,
22 points of articulation. They don't want to change that, I think.
yeah, it's true. Oh, DC Multiverse said torn on thigh cuts. They do mess up the clean look. True. Toe articulation is pointless. Yeah, I mean, like Broken Bat said, it's good in some situations. Just not every character needs it. I have to go take my kids to school. It's such a cool. I can't wait to watch the archivers. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us, DC Multiverse, dude. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. And the reason why I say we don't really need toe articulation is because I've seen what happens with those Toy Biz ones that had toe articulation. Over time, it just gets
Mm-hmm,
weaker. Like the
mm-hmm.
joint gets weaker and it just falls over, so it doesn't have support. But
It falls over.
yeah, but it still doesn't take away. This is nice though. Which one's your next one, brother?
No, it's nice. My next one is actually two guys. They are two brothers.
Two brothers.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it counts only as one figure because, like, it's the same body buck. For me, it's like
Ocean Master and Aquaman.
these two / Ocean Master and Aquaman. Like, I like the body buck. I think it's a nice reuse, and even with the side eyes, I think they look pretty good next to each other. I think I like more Ocean Master than Aquaman. I don't know if it's because of the side eyes. I was hoping for this one to have like, I know it's from the Endless Winter Wave storyline, but I wish we could get like a 90s version of him with the hook instead of the end, like an accessory where you can change it. I think it's almost the same body. You just need to change like the end, and you put like an harpoon or hook or whatever, like in the 90s, and boom.
Yeah.
And you need to remove the shirt. That's the 90s Aquaman, Justice League Unlimited Aquaman, easy money that I really like.
Those are awesome picks, man. That was on the fence on Aquaman, putting in the top 10. Same with Ocean Master. Just real quick, Jeff. Yeah, I know it needs a cloth cape. He's talking about the Dark Knight Returns
Okay.
Batman. He's
Dark
joking.
Knight.
He says, you know who didn't need to articulation? Ben Riley. He keeps trolling me with Ben Riley because he wasn't in the top 10. We need to hook Aquaman. Yeah, I agree. You know what I was just thinking right now? Ricardo, I was thinking, like, do you know they came out with a Mirrorverse Captain Hook? I wonder if you can remove that and put that on the Aquaman.
That's a pretty good idea.
Hit bash idea.
I don't collect any of those figures, but I need to see if that works because it might work. Even if it's not the same design,
yeah,
you can place it there.
For now,
it's if you insert in the arm the hook, if you can insert the hook on the arm, or it's like the same piece. I don't know. It's a nice idea.
I not to go off topic. I was watching because I never seen Justice League before the first series of it, and I saw the episode when Aquaman cut his hand off to save his baby. That was wild. Shout out to Angela. Said, "How's everything going? Good, doing good, man. Thanks for joining us." And judging by that icon, I know he's got a Spawn photo, so he'll like this discussion. All right, so you had Ocean Master. Yeah, so you had Ocean Master and Aquaman. That Aquaman, even though it's winter, it's still nice. It's substitute as a good comic, like a classic one, if you wanted one.
Yeah,
you know?
And I still need to post, like, I placed the Captain America, like the 20th anniversary ad. It's a little bit small on the body to make like the classic New 52 style. I need to post the photos.
Did you see
Rob?
Rob did one with his Flash Gordon figure. I think he put
with the Flash Gordon. Yeah,
that one
looks great.
Real quick.
Yeah, but getting Flash Gordon, it's like
it's hard.
$40
for NECA. Yeah,
just for the ad.
Ocean Master is pretty dope. Never saw him on. I think he meant stores. I think stores, not shows. He also says the comic version of Aquaman losing his hand was much more brutal. Oh, really?
Like it was fighting a villain, and I remember like the first time that I saw you, like I ever saw it was when you did a live with Rob back. I don't know when. And you guys were talking about the 90s and Aquaman losing his hand. I was commenting like it was this guy. Now I'm forgetting. Right. I forgot the name of the villain that cuts his hand off. Like I'm seeing the comic cover, like him placing the hand on lava. I think I can't remember, or acid. I can't remember.
I'm sure Jeff will remember.
And the 90s.
All right,
the 90s.
I'm gonna veer off on a different property that McFarlane Toys owns, and this one will be quick because I saw not many people watch this or are interested. But I like the sculpting of it because we were talking about Mirrorverse. I do like this Maleficent, so this would be my next pick. And this is one that actually doesn't have any toe articulation. There's no base plate that came with it for,
And she doesn't need any toe articulation.
Yeah. But for a Maleficent figure, this is fairly well sculpted, especially under the right lighting. Like you can really make it pop out in the photos. I do like the sculpting of the wings are underneath. It's molded on there, so you can't remove it, but it still looks really nice. But it's based on the Mirrorverse game. If y'all haven't played it yet, I haven't either. I still have to download it, but it looked nice. So
same thing around here. But I think I feel like McFarlane, when it's figures from games, they do them better because they already have the 3D files. I think they are more detailed, scoped. That's why if you notice, like every gaming character from McFarlane, they look almost like flawless.
Yeah.
If you compare him like a Rebirth Shazam, like you don't have him. You need to sculpt him. I don't know if it's the same process with the gaming figures. Yeah, like for example, the Witcher. Ones.
Yeah.
Like he looks exactly like the character from the game. You have Raish over there, like he's almost the same.
Oh, you're cheating, man! You see my. No, I'm kidding. That's
I know those grays.
It's Banshee. It's
Yeah, but
not.
I
It's not
feel,
Rick.
yeah, it's yeah, but it's a really cool figure.
Yeah. Cool. Jeffrey said it's a good sculpt. Oh, he said it was a piranha that
Yeah,
that
yep.
bought off
I think
Aquaman's.
piranha. In Portuguese, it's piranha.
Piranha. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's piranha, yeah,
All right,
like a
man.
fish.
Who is your next one on the list?
My next one, and most of the figures in my top 10 list, they still need to pose for me because I don't have time. Like, but this guy, even another guy, another
Oh,
figure with side eyes, even with those big ass long legs, like I think it looks pretty cool.
that figure is
Like
awesome.
100% Spartan,
Hmm.
and the stubble and the hair, like it's fantastic.
Dude, that
You
stubble's
don't have
perfect.
much details on the one. Yeah, like compared with the Death Metal Batman, when like this one is like top notch,
Even
and
the
the
hair.
details, articulation, even the
The
hair, like, and
yeah.
you have the gray hair.
Hmm.
Like, why can't they do this with Parallax, for example? This one is, I think it's amazing. The cape and the accessories, like we have a shield and an axe in the
Yeah.
same figure,
That thing's
and I was
awesome, man.
like, and even if you are not a DC collector or a Superman fan, even you are just a historian or someone that loves gladiators or ancient Greece, like you are going to see this guy and like for $20, it's Superman mixed with like Leonidas from Sparta. I need to
Yeah.
pick him up, and he looks pretty cool.
He's a great looking figure,
I
dude.
need to.
I wish I'd done it first because I had an idea, but someone I saw posted a photo of him and Gladiator Hulk together, and I thought that was awesome. That was a
I
good
don't have
idea.
that
I
too,
don't have that one
but
either
that's a
anymore.
pretty.
Yeah.
I only have the Immortal one. I was going to put him in my top figures of the year, but he released was released like last year.
Yeah.
I only got him like a couple of months back, but it's such a cool
Still,
figure.
it is nice. I'm glad you showcased that one because I don't have to talk about it because that was actually going to be my next one.
Great
But
minds think
yeah,
alike.
I always say it, dude. I like the sculpting of the capes, man. Like it's better now than it was like a few years ago. Because remember how it used to just be in one direction, where it's
One
like it's a
Direction.
little bit more like yeah, and like a little bit more static, but you still have a little bit of a movement on there, so it looks like it's still flowing. But I like the cape. I do like the sculpting of his emblem. And that head sculpt's pretty nice. I've seen people use this as a Frank Castle Punisher head sculpt, which I tried once. Looks pretty good.
That's a pretty cool. That's a
Yeah,
pretty cool idea. Actually, it works because it looks almost like him,
yeah. And I'm sure
even
people
with
were,
the stubble.
I'm sure they're happy that at least like the chains, oops, break up the cuts so you can't really see it. It's not as visible.
Hmm.
That was nice. It's a nicely sculpted figure. It looks the aesthetics look nice. I know the legs might be a little bit too long, but there's ways you can mess around with the posing to, have it look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So,
can even like if you watch him, like you don't even notice the legs, only if
yeah.
you are like this close examining on full detail. But I think it, and I'm looking forward for the Gladiator Batman, like McFarlane revealed a couple of weeks ago.
Oh
I think they
yeah.
will look pretty good together. I know
Yeah.
it's not the same stories, but I think it's like from a historian, from my point of view, and DC fan and historian, I'm like, give me
More glad more of that era, that time period. Yeah.
more more ancient history, and I really hope like next year they do the I'm forgetting the name of the storyline, the Dark Knights of Steel. I don't know, the new story where it's around Middle Ages, and you have Knight Batman, Knight Bane, Wonder Woman,
Uh,
whatever. It's
I
a
might
story
have to
that's
look it up
releasing.
later. So I was trying to see if it
Yeah,
might have
Dark
been on.
Knights of. I think it's Dark Knights of Steel. I think it's the name.
Hmm. But since that one was my next pick, you're welcome to go again, my friend. But I don't know if I agree with everything Angela. Angela said I like plastic capes more than cloth capes. Yes and no, depending which one it is. Because
It depends.
if the plastic
Like
or rubber cape
sometimes
is too heavy, then no. Like the rebirth one.
Yeah, like sometimes slot capes look good, but you don't have freedom to pose him more. Even like you have like a cloth cape with wires, you can place the wires and do some. Like if you are into photography, cloth capes are awesome. Having plastic capes already molded are a little bit tricky to do more poses and not to make folks notice the capes like it's always in the same shape, same spot. I think.
Yeah, I think that was like
But
the
besides
challenge.
that, I think it's.
The challenge I had with that Dark Knight's Metal Rebirth Batman, the Capullo one. Remember it was like too off in
Mhm.
one side, so like I couldn't. There's only certain poses you can get them in before just you run out. You know.
Yeah, I feel like, and on the other hand, you have capes like geared to Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a cloth cape. It looks like a mantle instead of a cape.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so big.
It looks like a blanket. You think? Is it two cape? Yeah, true. You think that? Oh man, I'm glad I didn't pick.
It's
I didn't. I'm glad I didn't pick that. I was gonna put that in my list. The year two one with the cloth cape. If it had a wire, it'd
yeah.
be good.
I had a couple of issues with him. I have a couple. I had a couple of issues. Like one of his arms like broke.
Oh
I pick
no.
him up, like I release him from the package, like it was the arm stay there and he broke. A friend of mine actually fixed it, and I like it. It's a good body bug. It's the same one like the Three Jokers Batman.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside for me in those type of figures is the neck joint, like we have that neck connected with the head, and
It's one
you.
piece.
It's good that one piece. But it doesn't bother me a lot. But it looks a little bit,
Yeah.
especially the death metal one that came in the Merciless Wave. Like I think that one, it was the first one. So, but it doesn't look great. Like
Because it
it
looks.
looks like he has a huge neck.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't look great. But right now, like, do you have the Ash version?
Which one? The
The one that was already released with the double pack with the screaming face, like
uh
angry with the open mouth.
no, I don't have that one.
Yeah, I was going to pick him up, but then I saw some leaks saying, hey, they are going to release the blue and gray version. I was like, I'm going to wait.
I
And I
was talking
already
about.
had fish.
Yeah, I don't really like that Hush one too much though. All right.
It's the same body bag,
Yeah.
but
So that was my. I guess because Future State Superman's the same thing as yours. That was my pick. So it's back to you, my friend. Who's your next one?
back to me. Now I'm going to shit a little bit because this is supposed to be DC Direct, but in my opinion, this is from
Still.
DC Multiverse. My boy John Constantine.
Good pick.
He doesn't want to read right now, but man, I was not expecting to have John Constantine so soon, and he
I don't.
looks great, like with the effects and everything.
Yeah. I just wish he would have come with a cigarette. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but I kind of understand why they didn't put any cigarettes on the figures nowadays because they're supposed to be for kids. Like,
Yeah. That you know what that was cool about that
it's like,
Constantine? It's the look you would need for Constantine. There wasn't any over produced things on a suit. It's just a regular trench coat, guy in a suit or guy in a suit and tie.
mhm.
Yeah. I have mine. I
I
was
saw
okay.
I saw someone turning him into Gordon. I think it was aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Like he
Oh,
did a
Jahan.
yeah. He did Gordon with him. Like it's super cool. He used I think he used the Flashpoint Batman head, the unmasked version, and he used he sculpted the mustache and he put some glasses and he looks amazing.
Oh, that's pretty
Like
smart. He had
it's another figure that they can do.
Aesthetic had the he made a custom red hood one that was really cool. It was like soft goods. It looked like a Mezco, but I wish I still had the photo of that. But that's a nice pick, man. So that one's your next one.
I
Sorry.
know it's not from DC Multiverse, but it's one of my favorite.
I'm glad you put that, because I remember when I asked you when you came here the first time around. I asked you, I said, do you count Page Punchers as DC Multiverse? And you're like, it's DC Multiverse. It's pretty much the same thing, which is fair. Yeah, that's true.
They are exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that differs is the comic.
Right.
Other
But
than that,
it's classic Constantine. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shift it now into another property they own. Even though this isn't quite accurate head sculpt, we were just talking about soft goods. I'm saying the first Witcher figure that came out. That doesn't look like Henry Cavill at all, but I like the cloak that came with it, the thigh cut. And just in case, though, I do have.
You have to read the yours.
The other one, this one. I don't have the horse.
That's not Henry. That's Liam Hemsworth.
No, this one's Liam Hemsworth.
The new guy. They're already thinking ahead. So
they already knew, man. But I do like the texturing.
They are one step ahead.
Yeah. But it is nice. I do like the aesthetics of this figure, even though the head sculpt could have been a little bit better, but it looks good overall. I like this. I do like the detailing of his armor right here.
The detail, and I think the one that has the screaming face, I think he looks more accurate. Henry looks more like Henry than that one. I think I don't have any Witcher figures because I can't. Yeah, that one.
This one looks more like him.
That one looks even better. Yeah, that one looks even better. I can collect everything that McFarlane like. As I'm always looking at Witcher stuff and the Warhammer stuff, and I'm like, I would love to get everything from this line. But then I notice all the space. I'm like, nah, I can do it. I can't.
Yeah, they got me.
I don't have enough space for everything.
Unfortunately, I ended up getting into some other properties they own because they got me, man. But Jeff said, or Angela says, if you got the NECA Ultimate Flasher Gremlin, you can use those. Oh, I don't know, man. I can't pay. Like paper joints.
Just for the I think it's cheaper. I think it's cheaper making them. Like I remember I did a wacky one for Penguin, the Batman movie version.
Yeah.
I think I did a one like with I don't know plastic, a little bit of plastic. And it got the job done.
I have actually now that I think about it, I have the Felix Studios the clown, and he came with cigarettes. Maybe I'll just use that. Jeff says Mezco Constantine comes with
smoke.
Yeah.
I think wasn't like the Mezco one announced years ago.
No, it was announced like 5 years ago, but it's fine. I'm just kidding.
Could have been worse, like the 89 Batman.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, brother.
That one will never see the light of the day.
Yeah. That's why I have my NECA one still. I have the 89 NECA Batman.
Yeah. Hopefully McFarlane will do him since he's going to appear in the Flash movie. Even if it's not the same suit.
It's still
they will definitely make him like they will make him for sure. Like I remember seeing like the Batwing and the 89 Batmobile appearing
in the trailer
somewhere in the internet.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And it was good. Yeah, probably it's going to happen. Like, it's easy money. Everyone loves Keaton.
Yeah. All right, brother. Who's your next pick?
My next one is probably the best looking guy, the Peeble of the DC universe.
Who is this? Yeah, that's right. There we go. That's
the People's champion.
That's right, dude. I'm glad he's on your list.
This sculpt, like, it's fantastic. I think it's the best looking sculpt from an actor in any McFarlane product.
Easily.
These recent years.
Yeah.
And the articulation, everything, the suit, like, they did a really awesome job with him. Like, if you compare him to Cyclone looks like nothing like the actress. But The Rock, probably, like, the best looking figure. I hope it becomes like the standard with actors and
Yeah.
live action stuff. I really hope they start using the 3D scanning for the figures.
If you look at that skull, like especially like under the certain like the right lighting, it does look exactly like The Rock. Like that thing is amazing.
Like The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like you have like Zach Levy, Shazam there, and Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. You can see it's them when you look sideways,
Yeah.
but The Rock, if you look like from the front, you can see, man,
It's
it's
definitely him.
him. It's like the People's Champion in my shelf.
Like, yeah, you can see it's him, but it's
Like
just like, yeah, hold it up. Let's see if we can make that the thumbnail. Just put them side by side, bro. There we go.
like
Yeah,
if the folks at Warner Brothers don't do the movie,
we'll just do it
they're
here.
gonna do it first.
Yeah, they've
I
definitely
really
gotten
hope they
better.
do. Yeah. For example, if you compare him, I have him displayed like, fuck, like this shelf over here.
Do you have a separate shelf for like movie
It's my
figures?
like live action. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's the live action movie. This one is from Batman, like, but this one is from the DCU
Mhm.
stuff. And I have like the Henry Cavill version, the black suit version next to him, and it doesn't look anything like Henry Cavill. But The Rock, like, it's a huge improvement, and you can see clearly there has been a huge improvement over these past years in the DC Multiverse line. Even with live action, they hear the feedback and they change stuff for
Oh
the
yeah.
better.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rock was involved in the sculpting work for that figure to make sure it looks like him. That'd be
I
pretty
think
funny.
I remember seeing like an interview with Todd McFarlane. Like
Mhm.
he was sitting with him. He was like, make me huge. Need to
Oh
be
yeah.
more like
I know.
here.
He
But
interviewed with like
I
comic
think
book. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think he even offered like the first figure to his mother. I think
Oh, that's awesome.
I remember
That head sculpt's better than some of the WWE stuff from
cool
Mattel's line.
stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, man. So my next one is gonna be. I think we're down to like what 4 for the DC for McFarlane Toys. I mean, I think. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. We are going. We are now entering the top 5.
Okay. I think right. Oh yeah, Tie 5. My bad. You already saw him because I had him in the screen, but Ra's al Ghul.
The Head of the Demon.
Yeah, man. Like I love the sculpting of his tattoos, the head sculpt, the different like you could. Yeah. The overall design, yeah, it's pulled straight from the Arkham game, man. But
It looks pretty good. Like I think the only downside, and that it doesn't bother me a lot. Like it's the knees, the
the cut,
cut on the
that's
knees.
what I was gonna say, dude. That's the
Yeah,
only thing that I'm like,
it's probably the only downside of the figure. I think.
yeah, but like we
But
were talking
other than
earlier,
that, man,
about those
the
ball
gaming
joints. Like,
stuff.
look how improved it is in the sculpting of the boots. You know what I mean?
It's
So
fantastic. Like instead of having those balls, like I think I have, and I can even do one of these days a shot of both Supermans. Like
is that Action
instead
Comics
of
Advance?
having,
Yeah.
yeah. So instead of having those ugly ball joints,
Oh man.
having them like detailed, and I think it's even better for the articulation.
Oh yeah.
The new ones.
Noah Botiki says, "Pop in real quick while I'm at work.
And
Something
with
with
the
plastic
legend,
grips. That is a legend right there. Did you see his custom Joker he
the
made?
Joker.
It's sick, dude.
So he's so sick, man. I saw it like I think it was yesterday. I was
Yeah,
like, they need to
that was.
make this guy a figure.
Yeah.
They
Did
need
you?
to make him a figure.
He also had an awesome Thanksgiving shot with Spawn. Like that shit was awesome, man.
Like everyone sitting on the table.
Yeah, that was perfect, man. Thank you. We're honored to
That's
have you on
awesome.
here, man. Thank you for joining us. Real
Thanks,
quick,
man.
the legend, Plastic Rick Grimes. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That Christmas shot, I was like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Not to take the shine away from Roswell. Well, yeah, the knees could be a little bit better, but I do love this overall. It's a good figure. Who you got next, my friend?
Next, I have someone that's very fast.
Oh no, Clayface.
No, no, no. Clayface is sitting there like it's actually a funny story because I didn't pre-order Clayface. I was not going to pick him, but then the store where I get my stuff, they did a promo. And got him for like $20 or something.
Oh
Like he
really? That's
doesn't.
it?
Yeah, 20
Damn.
something was 30. But in my number 5, Godspeed,
Nice.
because like it was one of those first new figures that came with the new wrist and ankle joints. Sleek. It's a sleek design. He has tons of articulation and it looks pretty cool. But he's super detailed. Like you can see the detail on the suit. I'm not a huge Godspeed fan, and I didn't even watch the season where he appeared on Flash.
Oh
Like
really?
those effects. But man, I had so much fun posing, taking photos of this guy. Remember in the start when I said like there are some figures that are super bright and they are tricky to take photos of. Like I was talking about him. So
That
it's a
was
little bit
him.
tricky.
The
Yeah,
gold pops out
because
on that
it's
though. That thing looks nice.
gold and it's flawless. Like even with the diaper, it doesn't bother me. But you can see like the costume, it doesn't break anything. It's
Yeah.
uniform. Like even
Yeah, can I just say something, dude, about the diaper piece? It doesn't bother me at all, honestly. Like, if like I look at do you have any mezcos in your collection?
no, I don't have any Mezco.
They're nice aesthetically, and like I hope Fabio doesn't get mad at me for saying this, but like I look at some of these Batmans and they just look like if Danny DeVito tried to put on a Batman suit. Like they just look too like scrunched. You know what I mean? It looks like a compressed.
Look
It's like
like
if you go to Photoshop.
dwarfs.
Yeah, it's just like it's. Don't get me wrong. Some of the mezcals look nice. That Spider-Man 2099 Cable looks good. Thor Ragnarok. It's just the Batman just looked like. I'm trying to find another good comparison. Like if George Costanza from Seinfeld put on a Batman suit, those mezco Batmans look like George wearing a Batman suit. Like,
Pretty sure
yeah,
that's most probably the most accurate comparison that I ever saw. Yeah, my problem with Mezco, besides the price, because it's super expensive here, it's like they look like mini, I don't know, shrunk down people. Like the Batmans mostly, they look like dwarfs cosplaying Batman. There are some figures that look good, like I think like I don't know, I don't know the name. That guy that has the head of a shark.
Oh, Hawk
It's not
P40.
a shark. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like those
That
type of
looks cool.
figures, they work well. It looks cool. Like even Captain Nemo, I think it's Captain Nemo. It looks
Mhm.
cool too. But like, I was going to get the new Wolverine. Besides the price, I was
That
like,
looks.
oh,
That's.
Tiger
I'm not gonna lie.
Stripes
That looks great though, man. That Wolverine's nice.
and the base. I was like, the problem with cloth and it probably is going to enter the articulation and the price. It was like almost 200 euros here with the
Oh,
Sentinel base.
really?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, and I was like, nah, one of these days, 200 euros just for one figure. Well,
Yeah.
I know it comes with a lot of accessories,
The
but
Sentinel base is
probably
nice.
my most, yeah, yeah, probably my most wanted figure from Mesco is the Gaslight Joker. I think it looks awesome.
That's sick. Yeah, I've seen that. And
I think probably it's if I if if I could get like one figure from Mesco, probably the Gaslight Joker will be like the figure for me. But other than that, they look like dwarfs
well,
from Lord of the Rings. Like,
of when Bilbo was like he puts on a Batman suit. No, but
yeah, they
it's
don't
just
even look like dwarfs; they look like hobbits.
just just certain ones. You know, what I mean, that's not to say the whole line because the whole line has some awesome figures. Like
Mhm.
Constantine looks nice. That Hawk P40 looks nice.
Dr. Fate looks awesome too.
I
Like
missed out on that. I'm so sad. I wish I would have gotten that Dr. Fate. But yeah,
it looks
I just had to
amazing.
say that just because like I see people talking about the diaper piece on these. It's like it's not that big of a deal to me. For example, because
Yeah, for me,
you just showed yours. I speaking of Batman, here's mine. My next one.
the Three Jokers one, the
Yeah.
go-to Batman,
Mm-hmm.
probably the best.
It's the best and it's the most like classic one you can want. Like I at some point I would like to try and paint the trunks black to get it like a Tim Burton inspired look, but
Mhm,
it's been my favorite one so far, man. Like I love this Batman. The cape looks nice
yeah,
too. It's a static one. It's not windswept like the Dark Knight's metal or Death Metal one, but
mhm.
it's a nice head sculpt too. Do you like this Batman?
Yeah, even I think it's
That
supposed to
logo
be
though.
like Jason Fabuk. I think it's supposed to be Jason Fabuk. Batman
Hmm.
doesn't look much like the comic version, but I think it's probably the best Batman. I have my Batman family, Bat family, and that one is like the my main Batman
This is
in the display.
this. It's my main Batman for that. The only reason also is because it's the tallest one. So Batgirl looks in
Yes,
scale, kind of, and yeah. But Jeff can vouch. He says Gaslight is 100%. Do you have that one, Jeff? Do you
yeah.
have Gaslight Joker? Because I saw that, and I remember it was like this time, I think last year it released. But
Last year, yeah,
yeah,
I saw some photos.
it's amazing.
That Victorian type, it looks pretty good, man. And the accessories like Jack the Ripper
Yeah,
stuff, they look pretty good.
yeah. I have a bunch. Like I bought a second one of these. It's still in box because at some point I want to customize it. Because I saw John Aesthetic customize his into a Keaton Batman. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it. Like
yeah.
I was going to. I was thinking about. I think I I think about doing some customs slash kit bash stuff, but then seeing the prices and the availability here makes me think twice before like maybe they will hopefully they will one day release the kit and Batman instead of me like ordering a 3D head and placing me in the Three Joker's body.
Yeah. Instead of going to
Because
AliExpress,
that's
buy.
a figure that costs like 20 something bucks, and you can get him cheaper here. Like you have luck if you can find figures below 20 bucks, like 17 bucks, 18 bucks, but lower than that you can find them because the
You
stores,
can't.
we don't have big wall store. We have a bunch of big stores, but they don't have like the DC multiverse stuff. They have a couple of legends, but other than that, they don't have anything really. They
Uh,
are lacking for the toy department. It's not like you enter on Target and see a bunch of toy hunting videos, and you enter, and
I'm
yours like
sorry.
you enter on Target or Walmart, and there's like an aisle full of toys, Z-Man stuff, Motu stuff, Jurassic Park stuff, DC stuff, Marvel stuff. And here, if you walk in the toy aisle, you see a bunch of board games, old board
Really?
games, a couple of Fortnite figures from God knows when, like,
The
and that's it,
McFarlane
and a
ones?
bunch of cars.
Uh,
No, the Titan figures, like the 12-inch
oh shit.
version,
The basic, yeah.
and that's it.
Okay.
And probably the one time that I saw a couple of photos near where I live, it was the Shang-Chi wave from the movie,
Hmm.
and the figures are still there. Like
No
since
way.
the movie came out,
The
no
legends
one
or
picks them.
the legends or
Yeah, the
the
Legends one. Yeah, the Legends.
respect
Like I
respectfully
think
broken back. I love these figures.
yeah, but they are there like 30 bucks each, and no one picks them up. Like
It's still
because
$30.
we don't. Yeah, because we don't rely on those big stores. Like in Portugal, we have like, a store, the same thing like Target or Walmart. It's called Continent, and you have it's the same thing as Target or Walmart, more Target here, and they don't have. In regards of collectibles, they don't have anything. That's why you need to rely on specialized stores
Hmm.
scattered around the country that need to import stuff from the distribution centers, like in Germany, that I was
Yeah.
talking about with you soon. Uh, Besides that, like you either pre-order stuff or you have luck enough the stores still have like the figures in stock on their stores, physical stores. Other than that, you can get any stuff.
Damn. So it's either pre-order or you just don't get it at all for some of these things, huh?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's how it works here.
All right, man. Don't worry. I
That's
feel very thankful that I have the ability to just walk.
Yeah, that's my issue. And if I was in the States, I was going probably I would lose my mind ordering stuff like from the DC Classics
Hey,
line with
come
every
out,
line. I was
come out to San Diego Comic Con next year, man. I'm trying to make the trip out. Come out to San Diego, man. We'll go hunt. We'll get you
it's
all
a
the
good
multiverse.
idea.
We'll get all the multiverse figures for
Figure.
you. On
I will
sale
try to
too.
do that on sale. Like
Yeah.
when you guys were like in the New York Toy Fair with Todd, and you guys could like take home a couple
Oh,
of
the figure.
figures. I'm like, here I'm paying almost above like more than 100 euros to getting that these guys are getting this all this stuff for free, and I'm like, oh, I guess one day,
One day
like I
you gotta
think it
come
was
through, man.
the Black Adam wave.
Oh, the one with the throne. That was the one. Well,
Yeah,
some of
I like I think I paid like 150 bucks for the entire wave.
oh damn. Did you get Sabak? Is he on your list? I hope I didn't spoil it.
Yeah.
I have to.
No. I forgot. Actually, I forgot about him.
I'm
Him
still on
and
the fence.
Atom Smasher. Yeah, he looks nice. I think he's up there, like
I got
behind
Adam's.
everyone.
I got Adam Smasher, but he's on sale now, and I'm like, damn it. But I like him though. I like Adam
It's on,
Smasher.
if you want the Mega Fig version here, you had to pre-order him. Other than that,
Damn.
you need to have like to find him. But I got Sabak because I wanted to make like complete the wave,
Yeah.
and even if it doesn't look anything like the movie,
It still looks
like
good.
the face, it still looks pretty good. Lots of details and articulation because they changed the Todd spoke about the issue the problems doing live action stuff when you have the movies, but things always alter at the last minute. Like Sabak in the movie had beard.
Yeah.
Here, this version doesn't have anything.
Right. It's like based on like
That's
concept or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, it's based on the concept. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you're a true fan because you order it, you pre-order it, you get it all. You're a true fan, man.
I even have like an Excel page with every month and everything that comes just to keep me organized.
That's the adult way
And
of doing it. The maniacal way of doing it is just this. Just keep buying.
yeah,
You have a
because
good.
I need to rely on
Hmm.
and I need to rely on the store and the folks from the store where I buy stuff. They give me an estimate date, and I know about the distributors, like the dates approximately, and I know that when they are released in Asia,
Mhm.
like it's 1 month in the States, and then it's in Europe. Like it takes 2 months until a figure arrives here. That's how I base my estimates. Then I do like I have a list
Mhm.
everything that I want for that month, etc. And then I I usually pay in advance, and when everything comes, like I tell them like send everything at once, like don't send one thing
Just do it all.
each week, like do everything at once, which sucks because like when you try to take photos and keep up on the socials,
Yeah, we talked about
like
this.
on
It's
this.
kind of it's like stuff that already released, so
Yeah,
you already seen it.
that's the
Yeah.
downside. I had really like during this year, I think with the Black Adam wave, like I have all these odds like plays Hawkman, he shared my photo,
Mhm.
and Ed Noah that plays Atom Smasher commenting and liking because I think I was the first
Oh,
one to get the wave because he appeared in Europe first, and then it appeared in the United States later. I don't know. It was like some sort of miracle,
Reverse,
but
yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
I had a huge boost of engagement on Insta. It was nuts. Same thing happened with the Blackest Night Wave. Like everyone,
Got
look, it's
that.
the Blackest Night Wave.
Yeah.
Then Rob got it. I think Rob got the wave like 1 month after I got him. I got the wave here, and I was like, this was a miracle.
You got it before. Yeah.
Not even like even with Bane. Like if I didn't pre-order Bane, the mega figure version, I would be like I couldn't get him anymore because it's not available.
It's not
Like,
a. Oh,
if
oh yeah.
they send
A
what
lot of.
three.
I was talking to Jeff about this. Like the only way you could probably secure him right now is if you go in the McFarlane Toy Shop and just buy him and Necron together, because no retailer has them. Big Bad Toy Store, Target, Walmart. None of them have them in stock. I didn't realize it would sell out like that. So hopefully they'll make more. Yeah.
Hopefully,
All right.
it's an easy to sell figure. I think.
Oh yeah, Ricardo, my bad.
Everyone loves Bane.
Was that wait? I just went right because I had Batman. Who's yours next? My bad.
Yes, sir.
I didn't mean to go off topic with you. My bad.
Since you have you showed your three Jokers Batman, I'm going to show. Excuse me, my
Page puncher.
Bermejo Batman. Man, I love this guy. I love this version of Batman, even if it's like a little bit green.
Yeah.
Like the details on this guy are like mind blowing. You can see the stitches on the body. Like I had so much fun taking photos of him and doing black and white shots of him to see the details on the body and on the armor, the stitch, and even the cape, man.
Oof, yeah, the cape looks nice.
The stitch on the cape, it's crazy.
I've heard people say that that's one of the best Batman head sculpts they've seen.
Yeah, I think it's for me, it's my favorite because I really like this style and the sculpt. Like you have this grinning face, like pissed off.
Yeah,
Gives him a little bit of personality. And the details, man. It's well painted.
How's the movement? Is it pretty good?
Yeah, the movement it's pretty good. I think even with the cape, like it's not cloth, but it's not heavy.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's not heavy. It doesn't hinder any movement.
Mm-hmm.
It moves well, even with the cape big as this one. But it's big, not heavy. It's like big in terms of dimensions, not on weight.
Yeah. Is it your favorite Batman?
Let me check. I think it's probably my favorite Bruce Wayne Batman. Yeah.
Bruce. Oh, okay. See, it's just for me. I think the reason why, like, I always keep sticking to this one. It's that emblem, like that, the yellow or the gold and black emblem, always get me. That's why I always stick to this. All right, that was a good pick. The Page Puncher's Batman, the Bermejo Batman.
Bermejo, yeah.
We're down to 3 now.
Yes, sir. 3, according to my list. 3, yeah.
So this is a gold label version of the one that was in my top 3. It's the Defiant Deathstroke, and
still, I can't find him here. He didn't. Still.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm really liking.
You like it? When I reviewed this initially, like, everything about this, like, remember we talked about the capes being like, this works for me. Like, it's not too winsome, but like the sculpting of the cape looks amazing. It kept all the good stuff about the regular Rebirth Deathstroke, just amplified it with this look, with the Defiance look. Like, I love this thing. It looks awesome, man. But
and it's a custom. Like, I think almost 90% of the people that know Deathstroke don't know about that suit. And it's a good reuse. Yeah, I think it's a good reuse of the body. And it works well.
The silver paint shine. Yeah, this thing looks amazing. I when I initially reviewed it, I forgot because they already packaged the knife in his like sheath here. So my review was just like, oh yeah, it also comes with another knife. But yeah,
It comes with a. Oh, you are giving me a huge new
you didn't know it came with
news
on the Deathstroke.
because I have the regular version and I just noticed the knife.
Did you take it? It's in there, right? Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just noticed the knife. I was like, I play with him. I play some weapons. I'm going to give a spoiler for the ones that are watching because I still need to take photos of him, and I place him some weapons,
Mhm.
weapons from the weapon pack that only arrived, and I didn't notice about the knife.
You didn't know. A lot of people forget that, man. Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
even notice the knife.
it has like a nice like on this one it has like a nice wash, like a rusted wash on the
Mhm.
armor.
The
So
gray
it's
wash, silver wash.
yeah, it's great. Thing.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks pretty good.
Jeff, they all need guns, but DC doesn't allow them. That's why we have the weapons
Yeah.
pack 2 coming out. I missed out on the first one. Kind of sad about that.
Yeah, I ordered the first one on August, and it only arrived like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was there because another spoiler, real quick.
Hmm.
I think the Mortal Kombat Joker is probably one of the best Jokers
Yeah,
that
let me see.
McFarlane did, and I was waiting for the Tommy gun.
Oh shit.
I was waiting because I need to take photos of him with the Tommy gun. Like I have an idea
Oh shit. That's a good
a
photo.
couple of
That's good.
months ago, and I'm like, I need the Tommy gun. Need to do some type of boardwalk empire stuff with him.
That's a good idea, bro. I have that one
And I
too
was
because when I first saw that, I was like, that could substitute for my live action Joker for now until we get one, until we get another live action Joker. Pack. Wait, does GameStop have the weapons pack? Is that ordered?
probably
Hopefully. But yeah, this was my. So, who is your third to last one?
my next one
Mhm.
is someone, and one of the effects fell in the
Sabak? No, I'm
problem.
kidding.
My
Oh,
boy
here it is.
Parallax Al Jordan with the custom. It was probably the first ever big custom thing that I did with any of my figures because man, I love the 90s. I love Al Jordan,
Yeah.
Parallax. I really like the design. I know it's not super accurate and it's not based on the 90s look, but seeing him with the black hair, I was like, something ain't right. Then I remember asking for tips. Like I remember asking Rob for tips to auto paint
Yeah.
his hair, and it's not a bad paint job.
That looks good, man. For being your
It
first.
looks good. I did some white slash gray accents in the brown just to keep him different. But
Yeah.
man, I really like this figure. Really enjoyed him. Enjoyed taking photos of him. Love the effects, even if he comes with this transparent ends
Mhm.
with the effects. It looks pretty good. I think it's a pretty solid figure.
Are the
And if
effects
you are a
removable?
fan, yeah,
Oh, they are. Okay.
you can remove them. Like you can place them. You have him with the hand all sideways, but you can then place the effects. I was like, I remember talking with a friend of mine on Insta Practical because I was like, I'm dying to get all Jordan and Diaz, but like I need them, and everyone already had them, and now I needed to wait like 3 or 4 months until they arrived here.
Yeah.
But all the wait paid off completely. I think it looks pretty good.
The custom looks great, man. Like
Nice figure.
especially the. What do you use to paint when you did that hair job? Like the coloring for the hair? Was there anything else?
I did. At first, I applied. I paint the entire hair in brown,
Mm-hmm.
and then I did the side. How do you know how do you say
Like the
the Reed
sideburns.
Richards, the
Oh,
sideburns?
the like the
Yeah, in
gray.
white, and I'm not the biggest, like I'm not no, I'm not Michelangelo or something, and I it was a issue for me to paint. Like I remember, like the first time I messed up the face. I remember I had to clean everything up, and with a toothpick, I painted in the details.
Oh, really? A toothpick? Damn.
I, with a toothpick, just not to mess the face, and then I think it looks pretty good. I think
Bro, it came out
compared
nice.
compared with the first version with the
The
black
stock?
hair. I don't know, with the stock version. I don't know why they allowed
Because I think, did you
this
say
guy to
that?
came.
I'm trying to remember if you said it or Rob said it. It looks like Todd. Kind of.
He looks
Head
like
sculpt,
Todd.
Todd? Yeah.
It looks, but I think there's a figure that looks exactly like Todd, and it's not Al Jordan. I think it's the Grim Knight,
Which one's that?
the one, the Batman, the Punisher Batman, like the one that came with guns.
Oh, you think that one?
It looks exactly like him. I have mine with the face covered because I did a cloth cape
Yeah.
and bandana just to look more a little bit more like the comic version. But I think that one looks a lot like Todd. Like I don't know if he's going to re-release a Todd McFarlane figure. I remember that one that came like years
The
ago.
comic book. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing fully articulated. You have
yeah.
if you have one.
All right. So, funny story about funny story about this one, like, because I took the photo with him. So, like, before we get down to our top two, like, just a quick story. What happened? When we were at the event, it was like Sir Dork was there and Rob and John and Aesthetic. They were around him. I was like, okay, let me record them meeting Todd. And I have like a quick clip because it's just like, oh, cool, they're meeting Todd. Let me record this. And he's like shaking everyone's hand. Then he sees me, he goes, who's this guy right here? I was just like, I paused. I was like, oh, it's like, hey, Todd, huge fan. And then I was like, do you remember making this figure? He's like, oh my God, yeah. And so what Todd did, I hope at some point, because someone recorded it, because I wanted them to record me doing it, but it was like in the moment, so I forgot to ask them to record it. But someone has a video, but I don't know if they'll upload it. But basically, Todd took his hat, put it backwards, and tried to recreate this pose. And I asked Todd, I was like, Todd, do you think about making an updated one? He's like, why would you want an updated one? It look all old and all. I was just like, nah, man, make a new one. Because like I thought this was pretty cool.
One fully articulated.
It's got the Spawn logo on the back.
The Spawn logo.
Yeah, but it was surreal. Like he saw this and I could tell. I was like, cool, he remembers this figure, But
the flashbacks.
I like how the color scheme is like Spawned. It's red and black. So I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, but that was cool meeting him.
A dream come true. Bucket list. It's on my bucket list to meet the man, the myth, and the legend.
San Diego, bro. Let's go to San Diego, bro. Come on.
I need to stop buying McFarlane stuff to meet the man himself.
Can I mention this too about the event? Because like, people, have their opinions and stuff like that about him, but I can tell you firsthand, that guy is the most down to earth, like awesome dude, because the event ended at like 9:00. We were there till like 9, like an hour later almost, because he made sure to speak to everyone in that room.
Everyone.
Yeah, because that was like
the difference.
Like what? Yeah, it's like who of that high profile stature who does that? You know what I mean? And I think that was pretty cool. So it's like when I hear people say stuff, it's like, have you guys actually met the guy, or you're just going based off of how, you know what I mean? Because the way he interacts with his fans and the way he, just conversates and stuff, like he truly is appreciative of the fans. So it's like it was cool to see that, man, like firsthand, like
No, that's actually the vibe that I get from him. Like I never met him, but I saw, like, I'm only seeing interviews and how he talks and the way he is. Like if it wasn't for him, I would not be here at this moment. Like I remember he was always saying like take no for take forgetting how he said it, like don't take no for answer, keep pushing,
Keep going.
keep going, don't stop. And I remember like 2019 taking photos of with my phone, so stupid photos like with zero quality. And I like, man, I will not stop, I'll keep going and I will keep improving.
Yeah.
Then I look back and I see the evolution, and I'm like, it paid off listening what he said about never giving up, keep pushing,
Yeah.
and that's
Because
one
look
of
where
the
it took him.
reasons too that like it's also one of the reasons that I like him. Like he has that spirit of don't stop, don't give up. Like that
Yeah.
resonates
That
well with
motivation,
me.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, that motivation. Like he's a great speaker. Like
Absolutely. And like another thing
he
was like he said work tide is different than meet and greet. That's true, but also like I mean, how are you at work? You know what I mean? Are you the same? Would you say who you are at work is who you are outside of work? So I don't know if this was meant to be like a dig at him, but like I don't know, man. The guy changed the business for the action figure world and the comic book industry. Him and not just him, actually. You know, when everyone
and
else has started.
he knows how
Yeah,
much
yeah. And sorry,
and
by
he
the
knows
way,
how much like
I have some
we
loud ass neighbors. Their dogs are going off right now. I don't know what's going on.
don't worry about that.
Yeah.
My dog is quiet actually.
Mm.
It's a miracle too. But like I think I forgot what was I about to say.
Oh, sorry.
I
He
forgot
changed.
about. I will
I,
remember. You know, I think. Shit, I forgot.
okay, my bad. He said no, not a dig at all. Okay,
I
so
actually
I'm
forgot.
so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, don't worry.
No, go ahead.
Like,
Sorry.
and he knows, he appreciates, and he gives value to the fans. Like, you don't see any company sharing besides Mezco. Like, but you don't see any big company sharing person's photos of their products. Like you have McFarlane religiously every Sunday. They always share photos from the fans, and that motivates. Like I remember last year when I was in a bad spot at that time, relationships and etc. And I remember like it was some miracle. I don't know. They shared one of my photos like it was the first time that changed me completely. That small gesture, like, pushed me to do keep going with this and forgetting other stuff and focus, pushing my focus, like changing my focus to this stuff, like. To, and I really appreciate that, and that's also one of other other reasons that I really like the brand. And it's not even the brand; it's like the people
Amen, dude. Yeah,
that are associated with the brand, like.
yeah, and
I'm not
like
saying like Marvel stuff, Hasbro stuff. It's like a bunch of bad people. No, but
no,
like they treat you like almost like an equal. Like I don't have any photography course or PhD or whatever. I have a PhD in history. I don't know, but I don't know about anything now. I know more about photography than a couple of years back. But the learning process and the helping of folks like Rob. Rick that was here, the aesthetic, even you,
Ahsoka's
and
cool.
all that
Yeah,
Ahsoka,
yeah,
all that
Brad.
symbios, like the perfect symbios.
Yeah, I'm I'm
That
I'm
is some,
I'm really happy to hear that though, man. Like something like that, you know what I mean, can make an impact on someone's passion for the collect. You know what I mean? And that's good to hear. And it's like that's why like other brands like you know, I guess it's different because Hasbro's like corporately owned, but like other brands like do a good job of that. Like NECA does a good job of embracing the community.
Mega.
Mezco does it too. McFarlane Toys does it, and like I'm glad you mentioned because like yeah, Todd's the figure. You know, he's the owner, but there are a lot of people that work hard every day for that company and that brand. That's why I think I'm super appreciative of that. Like when I got to meet, like you know what I mean. So it's cool to see their company progressing. You know what I mean, and making
Mhm.
leaps and bounds and brand loyalty. You know what I mean. Just real quick. Cool. My bad. He said no, I'm not a jab, but I'll just say that's great. Todd's a great guy. He's a good boss. Yeah, it's cool. He said that's great to hear. And he also said, what I love about Todd is that he clearly loves making cool stuff. He can't fake that energy. Yeah. A thing about being all about the fans. The next day, Ricardo, we were at New York Comic Con. They had that panel where they announced the new toys. He did a Q&A, and after the Q&A, every time someone asked a question, they gave him a Spawn Gunslinger toy, like a platinum one. And you can, like, right afterwards, people were going to go up to him and he was going to sign their stuff because it wasn't like they were just going to go up and he was willing to do it. But the problem is the people that run New York Comic Con were like, no, you guys have to go. You can't stay. But it's cool to see, like, he would willing to just stop and just sign autographs for people, even though, you didn't have to pay at his booth or any of that stuff like that. You just go up there and he'll sign it for you, So that kind of shows.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And he shows appreciation for the fans and for the. Like I saw the panel barely because I was watching your live.
I know it sucked. My signal sucked in there, dude.
Yeah, but I was able to see everything, like the new reveals, the Dark Knight Wave, Eradicator, and etc. I was like, oh yeah, baby, rubbing my hands.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that Dark Knight. I can't wait for it to get a Bane and a Joker.
And that gives me hope for other waves, like the Dark Knight / Nolanverse wave. Like imagine you can have a Keatonverse. Or imagine having like Kilmer, Clooney. I would pay to get Clooney.
I might pass in the Clooney dome.
I need every live action Batman in the same size.
All right,
everyone. I need everyone.
I would get an Arnold Mr. Freeze. That's what I would get.
Allow me to break the ice.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that here in a second about the announcements. But going back to our list, our bad, y'all. We're down to our
top list. No, I still need to show my third figure. And it's not shock it's a little bit of shock because some folks think I would place him in the first spot. I know it's top 2. Yeah, actually it's top 2. Like I think it's. Are you going to show yours? I think.
No, wait, you got 3 more?
I showed Parallax. I have 2 more actually.
Oh, I have 2 more. Okay, real quick, you'll never be a Clooney.
That's why Superman works alone.
Maybe a third-party one. I don't know. So this one, I know everyone loved the gold label version, I'm glad they showed a lot of love to Tim Drake this year. But out of all the 3 Tim Drakes, my favorite was the Red Robin. And I stole this I saw somebody pose it like this, and I thought that was freaking awesome. But this is definitely up there. This was close to making the top 10 list, but I love the implementation of the wings, the way it's engineered.
Of the wings,
yeah. It's not.
It's a pretty sweet feel.
Yeah, it's like it's soft rubber, so you can easily bend it and stuff like that. But yeah, this is definitely up there as one of my favorite.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the 90s version. I saw Rob did a kit batch with the Dawnbreaker, and that was stupid because I had 2 Dawnbreakers because I had to have like Al Jordan, and they already had the first single release, and then I sold the single release. If I knew back then, I would keep both Dawnbreakers just to kit bash with the Team Drake, just to do the 90s version.
So you can. Oh, okay.
I'm still hoping for a classic 90s Team Drake, but I have that one and I love that figure.
Yeah, this thing is. I like the head sculpt on this one. The gold label one was nice. But I like this one better. Yeah, the hair was better on this one.
The air with the wind.
Yeah.
And even the details, the small Robin. I think I have mine here. I have mine with the staff.
With the staff,
like,
yeah.
The small Robin details on him.
Oh, on the shoulder.
Pretty cool. On the shoulder and on the harness, in the chest. I think it's pretty cool figure.
All right, real quick though, before we go the rest of who's your favorite Robin out of all of them?
I have to say, like Dick Grayson. Probably is my favorite. Like, it was the first one that I met. I created some bond with him. Then Tim Drake for me is the second best. I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan of Jason and Damien.
Damien.
Like I hate Damien. Uh, I can stand it. Like he's a rat, spot rat. Like oh, my grandfather knows better. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, Damien was a brat. I would say that too. Tim Drake and Dick Grayson are up there as my favorite.
Yeah, Dick Grayson is probably the goat, and
He's my father.
yeah, he's the best. And even in the Titans, the Teen Titans animated series, like I grew up watching that, like seeing Dick Grayson as Robin, and in the comics and animated movies. And everyone, like, if you ask someone, like, out there in the street, like, who's your favorite Robin? There's only one Robin. It's like Dick Grayson.
Dick
No one
Grayson.
knows of the rest. They are super fans
If
of
you
the
say
comic.
if you say Damian Wayne, they're like Batman had a son. You know what I mean? They won't know.
Yes. They don't know.
He was on my honorable mentions. He's great. Yeah, that like you and Broken Bat said.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The air.
All right, buddy. Who's your number? Who's in the top two for you? Then?
My number 2 is Gentle Valley. The goat. I painted the talons on him like with silver.
Oh
But
yeah.
Even with this blue, really light blue version, I still think this guy is amazing. Like that's what another figure that I really wanted, the Broken Bat. Like one of my favorites. I really wanted this guy, and I really hope we can get the more mecha version, the blue version, and the red version too. Like, but with only having this version, I'm still happy. Like, good articulation, good details, looks almost accurate because some artists like to paint in more light with the blues light, sometimes the darker blues. But I think it's a pretty cool figure, even with the details on the suit. Like,
yeah,
you can see. Look at this muscle, man. Like these details are crazy.
On his thighs, yeah.
On his thighs, like it's crazy. Really awesome, and I really hope to see more of this body bug. Like at least the red version. They can always use the Azrael, the from the Curse of the White Knight, the back from Azrael that strings. I don't know what's the name.
It's on par, man. Like I hope we see. I mean, because anytime there's a gold label, there's always usually another reuse of it. So I'm hoping we get like an unmasked. The only thing with that one, I liked it. The sculpting was beautiful. Just for me, I felt like the colors were a little too. But
right.
it still looks nice. But that's a nice.
I was debating on getting him or the Mayfax one, but I was like $170 almost for the Mayfax one. Nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Especially during these times.
Jeff said Carrie Kelly was
also pretty good Robin.
Yeah, that Carrie Kelly Robin figure was on my top 10. That's the best Robin buck I think I've ever seen. I wish they would use it more because he said bold. He said it's Dick Grayson. Come on, he couldn't cut it. He got fired. Oh, you're terrible, bro. We need a better Nightwing coming next year. The Titans back. Oh, hopefully, yeah. Asbats. No, so still haven't even come across. Really, you haven't come across that one yet? Yeah. Okay, so actually, yeah. I didn't either. Like I don't know what it is. My Walmart's been terrible this year with gold labels. I never saw Shazam, Azrael, or Parallax. So Rob was nice enough. He found an extra Azrael and hooked me up with one. So that was pretty cool. But
that's another great thing about the community, like the help with each other. Like you don't have this figure, I can get it. I can do that because like today I'm posting pictures of Doom Guy, and like someone was commenting like, I really wish I could get the figure, but it's sold out on the McFarlane store because I think it was exclusive. But here it's not a McFarlane store exclusive. Like it comes again, like I was saying, in the distribution around Europe, it's the same. So we don't have exclusives. We just need to wait until they appear. But yeah, like I remember seeing like the SBET available on Walmart, and I never saw the pre-order going up, and I was like, "Where is he?" Literally, is him, E and Bane and Parallax are like the three most wanted figures. I can't miss them. And fortunately, I had I found him like, and I ordered him like so 20 something bucks. I saw everyone
Nice.
in the US like I can find him. I run every store and I can find him. I
So
was
you
like,
hooked up.
definitely, I have my boy here next to me.
Yeah. Oh
I
man.
don't need to worry about this.
Yeah. I did want to make a mention because I saw Jeff got lucky. Bought the Mofex one from a friend. And that goddamn amazing. I agree. DC Multi beats Mofex for the price. Color scheme is way better, but this is where
100%.
Jeff made out like he ended up getting a good deal. Guess how much he paid for his Asbat? $45 for his Mofex Asbat. That is a freaking deal.
That's
And
almost like an import for just 45 bucks.
he has
Here
a
it
good
will be
friend.
like
That's a nice friend.
100 more.
Dude,
That will be
that's
like 100 more. That's a sweet deal.
yeah. I would trust me if I got it for that price too. I would put that over. Yeah,
Even
yeah. That's a good friend, dude. Because he messaged me and it was like, guess how much? I was like, oh, did you overpay? He's like, lower. I said 100, lower, 70, lower, 50, lower. I was like, whoa, $45 cash. That's it.
that's mental.
Do you have any friends like that can help us out, man?
Yeah, because here we all suffered from the same stuff. Like
yeah, no,
we just a little detour from the conversation. Like they announced the Strife pack, and I just wanted Strife,
uh-huh.
and we had a deal like we are going to split
Yeah.
the pack, and now we are waiting. Like I think it's June or May next year that the pack will be released, and that's the only way to help each other. Other than that, I like for example, this Grandy. I have a good friend of mine, the White Betsy.
Mm-hmm.
He does some awesome dioramas, and I will give him my Solomon Grandy like for free instead of asking him money for him. Like
Oh,
if
that's
I can
nice, man.
help a friend of mine, why can't I do it? Like why can't I give him stuff? I know that guy like he probably worth like 45, probably 50 bucks around here, because I think I'm the only one in Portugal that has Grandi
Really?
assemble. I think, and I don't want to brag about, but I think I'm the biggest collector in Portugal. I know that I am the
Go ahead,
biggest
man.
collector,
I'm full screening you. Go ahead and brag. You're the biggest collector.
the biggest collector in Portugal, and I'm probably in Europe. I think, and I know that 100% that in Portugal I am the biggest DC Multiverse collector, and I probably think that I'm the biggest DC Multiverse collector in all Europe.
Nice. That's
This according
to what you know.
yes.
I can't claim that because I think Soka and Rob are just Jesus.
Oh,
They're insane. Do you,
those guys are on another tier. Like
yeah, I
they
don't.
are
I
max
couldn't.
prestige. They are max prestige in DC collections.
Yeah, yeah. He said that was really nice of you to give Grundy, dude, to your friend. He said, "Bro, and you missed it."
Yeah.
He picked. Oh, so he said he missed it, and he picked up two. That was really nice of him. And DC says, "I need better friends." Well, welcome, man. I need more friends that collect the McFarlane stuff because a lot of my friends just collect Marvel Legends, which is cool. That's whatever. We'll get into that in a second. All right, so that was your number two.
That's my number
And
two.
again, mine is like I said before. Mine's in no sequential order, but this isn't a DC Multiverse one. You probably saw it in the corner, but I have this. This is one of their best figures this year. It's from their Warhammer 40K
I
line.
need to get it.
The Gene Stealer. This thing is sick, man. Like it fits in any type of photo, like toy photography shots you want to do, alien, cosmic, anything, something like that. They're all
You
double
can use it
jointed.
like a white Martian.
Yeah, you were talking like, look at that sculpting work, dude. Like that looks amazing.
And look, that sculpt, that articulation, and the
Yeah.
price. How can you speak bad stuff, like bad things about McFarlane? Like $20 for that. I have Spiral waiting to Spiral from the X-Men, and it's like it's 30 something euros. I
30.
30 something, almost $40, like for her.
Damn.
And you
I
see,
still haven't
like,
pre-ordered her yet. but then when you see something like
yeah,
this, you're just like, wow, yeah. I had picked up. This is my second one I picked up because I picked up one a few months ago. Then I saw this at GameStop for like $9. But this is easily an awesome army builder that'll fit with any display. I think.
mhm.
I did a couple shots with this and the movie Logan from Logan, yeah, Old Man Logan. But yeah, this is definitely a slept on figure. If you haven't, like, if you're into like stuff like this, like sci-fi stuff, like it definitely fits in any display.
Yeah, he fits really well, and you can pair him with Martian Manhunter and do like a white Martian and make
Yeah.
some photos with both.
You know what I was thinking about, because I just saw I think Lago Figs posted it up, but they're coming out with a Resident Evil with Alice, like soft goods 112. It's like this could substitute for
So
Resident Evil, so I could put this in there too.
and it works. It works really well. Yeah, man. It looks great, and the articulation, and every arm is articulated separately.
Yep.
Right.
And they're all, each arm is
Double
double
or
jointed.
single?
Double. Each arm is double jointed.
Fantastic.
Yeah. This is pretty nice. Do you still have this available to order over there?
I think so, but it costs like $20.
20 bucks. If you had some extra, I would recommend just picking up, just because like you'll definitely like it, man. I feel like you'll like this figure.
Yeah, I'm falling in love with him ever since they announced it, and I saw a bunch of photos with folks like putting him like some sort of horror stuff, sci-fi stuff, sci-fi character. I think the only characters that I bought like to army build was like the McFarlane Avoc from Fortnite.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to post him photos of of him actually. I bought like 3 because they cost, it was like 12 or $15 each. Like it was the cheapest McFarlane figure that I find, and I got 3 because they look nice, like SWAT team, even
like together,
even if they are a little bit comic booky designs. But overall, they are good for photos and like ripping heads and arms and etc. Like it work well.
Yeah. DC Multiverse dude says McFarlane knows his way around hideous monsters. Yeah, dude.
That's why it's the GOAT.
I hope this isn't a spoiler for you, but I wanted to put this mega figure in there, but Swamp Thing's pretty awesome.
But Swamp Thing came out last year or this year.
I think
it was last year.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay, never mind.
I have so many that I remember, like during, like it was not yesterday, like on Friday. I was wandering here around because this is where I have all my DC and DC Multiverse stuff, and I was looking at everyone. I was like, which ones will make the top 10? I was like, I forgot completely about figures that released this year, like the Solar Suit Superman.
Yeah,
I had him next to me. Like I forgot about him, but I was like, nah. Yeah. I saw your General Zod. I was going to put General Zod on the top, but then I was like, those spaghetti arms.
Oh, you don't like the arms?
Yeah, they're a little bit big. Yeah, I have him display, but they are not. It doesn't bother me a lot.
He says $9 in Australia. We never get the clearance ever. No such thing. Maybe a couple dollars off on sale. Tell me nothing.
Yeah, around here.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Around here is almost the same, man. In Australia, in Europe, When I'm talking Europe, I think I'm talking in Portugal, not the entire Europe, because I don't know what's happening in Finland, for example. But in Portugal, this is almost the same. Like,
You feel
if
his pain.
you can get like $10 discount, is the best that you will ever get.
Damn.
Other than that, you need to rely on third-party websites. Like, what's the name of the site that you guys have there? It's not eBay, not Mercadona.
Big Bad Toy Store.
No,
Or
it's not Big Pet Toy Store. The Talker Alert usually puts his figures there. What's the site?
Entertainment Earth. No.
No, it's a third party. Like, you sell your stuff there.
Oh, eBay. Not
No, it's not.
Oh, sorry,
It's
Mercari.
Exactly. Like, we have something that's almost the same here. It's called OLX. It's almost the same. It's OLX, and basically,
Yeah.
if you have luck, you can find there a good deal, like Marvel Legends or DC stuff for like $15 or $20.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But thanks for reminding me, because that's how like out of it I am. I said Swamp Thing's terrific 20, because I bought so much stuff I forgot it was 2021. Last year for sure would have been my top 10. Yeah, I want to say shout out to Bones and the Necro Zoo. Have you checked out Bones yet? Hit Bones.
Yes, sir.
DC Multiverse dude, and Josh from before. Like I know there's already the established DC content creators out there, but some of my favorite ones this year has been Bones, Josh, and DC Multiverse dude. Like, those guys I've been enjoying to watch this. Bones, I love your videos, man. I saw your collection tour as well earlier. It's pretty cool. It's nice to know I'm not the only one with boxes around their floors.
With boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it too. Like,
yeah. General's not as rad about his faces too.
The face, yeah, it's so neutral.
What? You guys don't like Zion?
An angrier face, like, he looks like Sean Connery with beard.
James Bond.
James Bond, Sean Connery. If he had like an angry face with open mouth and red eyes, I think it would work better. And I really hope, since we were talking about the Christopher Nolan Batverse wave, that at some point, at least we get Michael Shannon Zod.
Oh, could you imagine if they revisited Man of Steel?
Man of Steel.
We get a Kurt Russell. What is it?
Jor-El.
Yeah.
I remember it was the line that DC Studios line where they announced the Man of Steel figures and the Batman vs Superman figures, but they never got released.
Yeah,
I think it was such a shame, man.
What could have been?
I really hope they pick those figures like again and they redo them. I don't mind paying like $10 more.
Neither do I. I said Multiverse 2. I'll be checking your top 20. Yes, that's cool to see you guys talking in chat. That's cool. Thanks. Yeah, those guys are awesome, man. That's cool to see them here. All right, brother. I took it without DC Multiverse. I put Warhammer in here, but who is on the top of yours, man? Who beat up Azrael Batman?
Yeah, because this is completely like, the folks that know me are going to say, "Oh, did he place like Esbet in the second place?" And it's not one figure, but it's two figures.
I'll full screen you here, man. You have the floor.
And I really hope they don't fall, because these two are in my top one place, because I was never expecting them, and boom.
Oh, snap.
Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Man, classic looks,
nice.
Awesome details, great articulation, and I was never expecting like a 2-pack featuring these two guys. Like, I really like the both characters, man, and the accessories. Like, you have a phone with Booster Gold, aka Green Lantern, for the ones that know. By the way, the only downside is that he's more like a booster yellow than booster gold, but it doesn't bother me. Like, This is the DC Multiverse body bag, standard body bag here, and the sky's the limit. They can use and reuse this body like whenever they want. And yeah, man, for me these two are the figures. the figure slash figures of the year.
Mhm.
Because classic looks, I was never expecting this to happen. Like, not in a
You never thought they
million.
would have made this?
Because we know how McFarlane worked like in the previous years. We never saw a classic look. We are still waiting for a classic Wonder Woman. Like we got Martian Manhunter, and then we got this. I was like, is this real? Is this a mirage? Like the classic versions of these two in a double pack with great, nice accessories and nice vase. I still need to take photos of them, but I'm gonna take my time.
Damn, that's
And I really hope they reuse these bodies. Like even with the diaper, it works.
that's fine.
Doesn't
Yeah,
bother me.
yeah. It's funny as I don't think diaper pieces bother like us multiverse collectors at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like the aesthetics look fine to me. What's funny about that
Yeah,
body mold is, so Rob was talking about that when we were at the event. He was talking to some of the people that work there, also like shares the same idea as he was like, you can easily reuse this body mold for yeah. So that's cool to hear, man. I'm that's an
if we
awesome.
have if we have someone from McFarlane hearing us right now or later, I'm going to ask to make a double pack with these bodies with Captain Atom and Major Force. I think it will be an awesome double pack, easy to do, and I think it would sell like well, even for the one like we already have Kyle in the 90 suit. We can easily have Major Force and the fridge and as an accessory for the ones that know what he did, Major Force back in the 90s. But Captain Atom, like it's a simple body. They can paint it like that light blue or white into the details, and it's easy to do. Like,
Hey, and we'll buy it. Yeah, we'll buy it if they make
I will
it.
buy it. I
Yeah,
will buy it.
man.
I'm a
This
huge
is
fan of those characters, man.
this is really cool because it's like he shares the same sentence like Blue Beetle and Boost.
Oh, when he started talking, I was looking at the photo. I was like,
Yeah,
just wait until I reveal my top.
Liam Charming, totally different tone from. Yeah, that's true. He agrees. It's a great pick. He does wish they had translucent goggles.
Translucent goggles.
Yeah.
True.
They've used that buck for
Or
Den.
that
Oh, that's
man.
right. Denven's coming out soon. The phone is definitely great. Awesome 2-pack. That's cool.
Yeah, man, I can wait.
So the Tim Drake red suit
Body
variant.
bag, yes.
Yeah, I. Do you mind if I grab that real quick?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a couple of photos, and I think that body is a little bit beefy. I think it's the Batman Three Jokers body. I think.
Sorry, talking about this one.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit like the Three Jokers. The body mod proportions wise, I think.
Yeah. Do you have this one yet?
Legs. No.
So this
I
is where
only have the New 52.
So this is the one where I was just like, scale kind of like matters to me a little bit because like if I put him up next to maybe like like the Three Jokers Batman, dude, like if I can't really do this, like that's almost the same height as Bruce.
Almost the same height.
Like yeah, I can't. That's why he wasn't in like so that's why I like Red Robin over him just because like damn like Tim Drake's huge, man.
Yeah,
but it'll hold over for now for like a classic Robin until they reuse this because it's a gold label. So hopefully we get another version of this, you know?
Yeah, and if you see like you have the body molded like clearly they will do like the green version because you can see the details like they
On the
painted
sleeve.
everything red, orange, light red,
I think
you can see
even
like
Brad
the body underneath.
like the emblem too, like it's supposed to be an oval, but they put a circle in there.
Yeah, like
it's kind of hard to see.
And they can always use that body to do a Team Drake style Robin from the Arkham games. Like it's almost the same body.
True.
It's just both. Like, you flash color. Yeah.
It's infuriating. Yeah, man. But that was an awesome pick though for number one, man. I wasn't expecting that. I was so sure you were going to put Parallax or Asbats number one.
That
Yeah.
like this, it's a perfect body mold. They can reuse this. Like it's not the Vulcan body from the other company, right? But it works well.
Yeah.
Everything works here. It's simple for simple characters. Like Deadman, they did a fantastic job with Deadman because they only need to redo the color, paint everything red, and using the Night King head sculpt and change it a little bit, and boom,
Was that the
Deadman.
same one from Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
really?
some
No, there's no.
really. If you check like the image of the Deadman, like the face of Deadman, and the Night King, if you cut like the arms
Mhm.
that he has, it's
It's
almost
the
the
same
same.
thing.
Like,
Huh.
I think they changed the color, but it's a clever reuse.
Confirmed by
Yeah,
just
it's a tuning Night King, 100%.
All right. Thank you for sharing your list, man. Do we still want? Because I know we're running on 2 hours. You still got time to chill? You still want to do?
And I have time. Oh, it's only 11 p.m. here, so
Oh,
for me
damn.
it's from me it's
Still good. All
you
right.
are the boss. For me, I can stay a little bit more if you want.
Yeah. Do you want to breeze? Because I mean, we did mention we can breeze through. We had some Marvel Legends. We had three, and then we'll jump into the announcements. Or do you want to just skip to announcements? Just skip the Legends. Up to you. Because I know you put together your list.
Yeah, we can. It's only three figures because, in contrary to popular belief, I collect Marvel Legends too. Not
What? Not.
yeah, heresy. Like I was
you're,
I was
you're
like
you're the broken bat, not the broken Iron Man. You only collect
the
DC
broken
figures.
eye because I love comics and I love both. I love more DC than Marvel, but I love both worlds and I love comic superheroes. That's it. And I really wanted to at least do like the main teams, like the main Avengers, the main X-Men, like the 90s. I'm currently building the 90s, the Jim Lee 90s X-Men,
Yeah.
and it's fun and expensive because I'm not going to pay like $40 for a VHS Storm or VHS Cyclops. It's part of the end, and it makes me happy. But I'm going to show like top three Marvel Legends, at least for me this year. I'm still
Sure.
waiting for, like I told you, I'm still waiting for the cell shaded Spider-Man, Beast, Spiral, Dark Phoenix. Those are the
From,
four.
from
And I was going to get the Apocalypse figure, but I ended up going for the Diamond Select one because
oh,
I think it looks
really?
better. I think it looks better, and the price, like the Diamond Select one, costs like $40. The Marvel Legends one, the retro carded that released like a couple of months ago, costs $50.
Wow.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's
No.
not gonna
No. Yeah.
happen.
I understand why. When I saw,
So
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
I know when I saw that Apocalypse at New York Comic Con, it looked pretty sick. So I can't.
Yeah,
The
I
diamond, the
remember
Diamond Select one. Yeah.
I asked you, oh, what was that like? What was it like in real life?
It
Is
looks
it
pretty sick.
cool?
Yeah.
But in third place, I have everyone. This is my first and only Wolverine figure, the VHS one, man. And it's not, I got him not because I'm a huge animated series fan, but because I'm a huge Marvel vs. Capcom and Marvel fighting games 2D era. And I think this is the Wolverine that resembles, like, it's more accurate to the children of the Atom and the Marvel vs. Capcom one. The forgetting the word, the
Cell
how do you
shading.
say the word?
The
No,
claws.
no, no. The claws.
Yeah.
It's not the same from the games, but I think the rest looks good, and the cell shading doesn't bother me. I think it's
Yeah.
a cool figure. It will be like the toe articulation that we were talking earlier. Like
Mhm.
I think it will benefit from it. since he's a guy that moves around, has lots of poses. And this guy,
those claws are nice. I like them better than the standard one they use.
the standard one, I was going like, I remember instead of picking this guy up, I was going, should I pay like $60 for the Age of Apocalypse one? Nah,
No.
nah, not worth it. Another figure, and this is like we were talking about friends and we split packs. It's this guy,
Oh shit! You got the
the
Head
no.
Foundation. Oh wow!
It's the no
Oh, the
pack.
null one. Oh, the null one. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, yeah. I'm not. I was not interested in no, but I wanted like a big beefy Venom that will scale well with McFarlane, with Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a fan of the animated series one,
Yeah. The cell
and I was
shading.
waiting for the perfect. I think for me, at least in my opinion, this is the perfect Venom. I will only like switch his feet. Just
Oh, you
instead
don't
of
like the
toes.
you don't
I
like the
don't, I
toes.
don't. I'm not a fan of the toes, like a boot, full boot, like the symbiote Spider-Man. But I think this guy is awesome. Great articulation. I don't use the wings, but it doesn't bother me. And two head sculpt. But it's a nice figure,
You
nice
know
details.
that
It is
original
one of my
buck was
favorites.
the original buck for that was the movie Venom, and that's one of the best Venom bucks ever.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty. So that's cool. That's really cool,
I
man.
was
That
on the fence of I was on the fence getting this one or getting the Marvel Select one. But in terms of scale, I think it's almost the same. But this one, I think it's better.
yeah.
I think, my opinion. And
I
in
do like that one.
first,
You know why I like the one better, Ricardo? That Venom with the null 2-pack is because it uses the diaphragm. It's not the ab crunch. I like the diaphragm better.
the better.
Yeah.
Mhm. And in my number one spot,
Uh
the
oh.
man, the myth, the legend. It's not Todd McFarlane. It's Steve Rogers. For me, this is the best Captain America, even if the shield have holes in it, it doesn't bother me. I had so much fun. Like I remember when I took photos and I posted photos of him. I recreated all the Marvel vs. Capcom moves.
Yeah.
And man, the articulation, that's the best part about Marvel Legends, at least in my opinion, is the articulation. You can pose them
That
how you
looks good.
like.
I like the open
I
hand
really
gestures,
like
but yeah, the
to
sculptor
pick
for
up the
that
shield. This is how I have in display.
the sculptor who did that, Paul Harding, has done some good job this year with some of the head sculpts. Like that
Oh
looks
yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. I think I follow him on Twitter, either Twitter or Instagram, and I see every sculpt that he does. And man is a talented guy.
Yes, yeah.
He never misses.
Uh, that's those are some solid 3 picks, man. I had that because I still haven't made my list yet or video for like which Marvel Legends are going to be my top 3, but I know 3 of the best that I have in mind. My one of them is people are going to hate this because they think Renew Your Vows is better. I think The Amazing Fantasy is better.
See,
I love the aesthetics of this one way better than the Future Foundation or than the Renew Your Vows. Even though
mhm.
people talk about the no toe articulation, here's why I think it's better is the head because it's on a disc hinge.
Look up.
It doesn't have that gappage like the other one has because it uses a double ball joint. But I like the head sculpt on here so you can look up more than you can on the other figure. It still has all the cool stuff, has the ab crunch and the diaphragm, so you can get a nice range on this thing. But yeah, I like this one because we haven't really seen an Amazing Fantasy since like the Toy Biz days.
The toy these days.
Yeah. This is the one that cell shaded one you're getting is going to be on this buck, I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I think it is. Like the only downside with the cell shaded one is not having the toe articulation. Like I remember, I was talking with Wayne collectors, and we were talking about toe articulation. Like how can they apply the toe articulation to every Spider-Man? At least those more acrobatic type of characters that will benefit from the toe
Toe
articulation.
articulation. Yeah. And that was a good one because I think when they started doing toe articulation again with like Beast was the first one I think that had him again.
I think
Um,
so.
I was happy that they finally put in a Spider-Man figure. Next one I put on my list is just because like the original, I think was it the 3-pack with Magneto was so like
Back.
cost too much. Yeah, I just wanted a traditional Scarlet Witch, and like now that we have Dark Phoenix coming out again, I have like a few toy photography shots that I want to do with Scarlet Witch and Dark Phoenix. Plus the head sculpt, I think is I don't know, it's better. I feel like than the one that came out the All Father wave back in 2015.
Yeah, I think that's the best one in terms of sculpt.
Yeah, but it's just like your classic Scarlet Witch, and then this one again. These are in no order, but I know it's three of my favorites. We have the Black Panther from the Tuma Build a Figure
Better.
wave. Yeah, this was on the Vulcan buck. The only thing I wish with the Vulcan buck is they wouldn't. I wish they wouldn't have done the ab crunch because like I said, I like the diaphragm better than the ab crunch. Yeah, and I've seen people use Blue Marvel's head sculpt on here, so you have a T'Challa head sculpt, and
It
it
might
works.
work. It works well.
Yeah,
Actually, it works well.
yeah. But
Yeah,
those are
yeah.
my three
I
legends.
might, I might pick up that Black Panther and Scarlet Witch, but I'm still like I just want these
Classic.
characters. And now, if you check my collection, I have like Baron Zemo, Madame Hydra, Red Skull, guys that I was like, nah, those are not my priority. I'm just going to build the main teams, and
Yeah.
that's it. And now I'm starting, and I got Modok. It was cheap, like got Modok.
if
Doesn't
if you're
move much.
if you're looking for Scarlet Witch, like we'll talk after the show because I'll see because I know it's on sale right now on Amazon, and I don't know how much shipping would cost, but
Yeah,
I'll hit you up afterwards about it.
usually she around here she costs like $15
Oh, okay. So it's not too
on
expensive for the
sale.
legend.
It's not too expensive. It's like it's Scarlet Witch and Falcon. Like it's probably the cheapest uh, A-listers from Marvel that you can find at a
For a good
good
price.
price around here.
Yeah. Um, real quick, DC Multiverse Dude said, "I'm one of those losers that hopes McFarlane steals the license, the Marvel Legends license someday it starts over." You know what? I was talking to my friend about this the other day. It's like I feel like with Legends, like their announcements were cool, but it's like we're kind of getting into the deep cut characters now since they already knocked out all the main characters. It's like what else do you really have? I mean, that's great for people that were looking for what was his name, Omega Man or whatever it was. Like it just looks like a bone breaker wave to me. It's just gonna sit on the shelves, you know.
Yeah, and they are doing these things with the packs like they know that everyone wants Strife. So they put him like in a pack with four other or three other because I think folks some people like random too. But you have Zero and I'm forgetting the
Random.
name.
I think
It's not
random's
random the woman.
I
I'm forgetting his name.
I was lucky enough to get Strife when
Vertigo.
Vertigo. I was lucky enough to get Strife when Toys R Us was still around as a standalone store. That was one of my first Marvel Legends. So, but I don't I understand why they do that. They put in a 5-pack because it makes sense for them to make profit. But it sucks for the collector. You know what I mean? You have to buy. You have $100 payroll to
I,
get Strife.
yeah, and for example, like how does it cost like the that Strife pack
It's like
over there?
I think 125.
125. It's not that different here. It costs like 150.
I
And
can't. Yeah, I know.
the three packs like or the the three packs usually here costs more than $100, like 120, 30 something. Like the null pack costs almost €100.
Wow. Oh man, I don't want to say that. It was on sale here in the states for like 50. Sorry.
Here
Um,
it's like packs and
the,
double packs.
the reason why I brought that up, Ricardo, is because like I know I'm probably in the minority with you too, DC Multiverse dude. I think it would be cool because like it restarts a line for you and you get to see other companies' rendition of it. So I would be for it. I know people might get mad at me for saying that, but yeah, I would be interested to see what McFarlane Toys can do with the Marvel license. He said, "I wish I had the money to get in the Legends so great." That was originally what line I was into, but like once I completed what I need to, like I wanted to. I have. Let's see which way do I tilt it. I have my Jim Lee team right there, And it's like once I completed that, it was cool. I completed my MCU stuff, but that's why I got more of the McFarlane stuff. It's just newer license, new stuff I can get into. Noah said a high end Marvel line was a brief possibility a few years ago. Back really, damn, that would have been cool. Because I remember somebody at New York Comic Con asked Todd about that, and he's like, he wants to do a Spider Man at one point, like a McFarlane inspired design Spider Man. I would be down for that. Yeah. But damn, I didn't
And
realize that a high end Marvel line was.
and no one knows this stuff better
Yeah,
than us. But I believe, like, with the awesome work that McFarlane is doing with every line, and especially with the Disney line, like the
the
one
Mirrorverse line.
from the game, the Mirrorverse. I think at some point we will have like a couple of figures from either Marvel or Star Wars. Probably Marvel. I think probably this will happen in the near future.
I hope so, man.
Because
That'd be cool.
they see that McFarlane is doing a fantastic job,
I
like being the most sell company in the US last year, probably this year too, because folks are fed up like with Hasbro. No one wants like the Bone Breaker wave. Like they are doing the D-lister. It's not C-lister. It's the D-lister characters, and it's only for a few collectors, not the main audience. I think, and I think that McFarlane one day will have like the Marvel license, at least just for a couple of figures.
I would be
Probably.
down
It's
for
like
that. If it was for a Spider-Man, a Venom, and maybe a couple other characters, I'd be down for that. Because, like, yeah, like I mean, that villains display I have right there, I already have all the main ones. These last 3 years, like Hasbro did a good job getting out Kang, the Leader,
okay.
Thanos, Doctor Doom, Apocalypse. You know what I mean? All the main villains they were able to get out. So Ultron. So
And
I
you
think
can
that's
see
why.
that,
Hmm.
and you can see like with the ASLab stuff, like you still have like Giant Man and other characters, and you can see like how the audience is reacting to the new releases, and they are doing worse because they are increasing the prices,
Yeah, and
and
like,
you are
yeah,
doing characters that no one wants, and you are increasing the prices, the
whoa, whoa,
chances of
whoa,
not
whoa.
buying them.
I want a blob, man. But I hate that it's $55. I think, but
55 there. Do you know how much is here? Like
how
I,
much is
I want blob. I don't have any. Like
how
it's
much is
almost
blob?
$80
Oh, for a blob.
just for a blob of a figure, literally.
So here's the thing too. I hate the thing people will try to like justify. It's like, oh, look how much a blob costs on the secondary market. You should never use eBay as a set point for what the retail is.
Exactly.
But it is what it is. People will still buy it. I'm gonna wait for it to go on clearance if it does, and if it does, I'll hook you up with one regarding, and I'll ship it to
I will pack. No, I will not pack any bags. I will just bring the bags
you.
uh,
Come out to
without
San Diego
anything.
next year, man.
I really need to think about that, man. That's one of my goals.
He definitely seems to be wooing Disney with his
And
great
the
work on that. Okay, so
Avatar line.
kind of a spoiler because I already recorded them. I'll release it tomorrow and Wednesday. I reviewed some of the Avatar stuff. Some of these figures are some of the best work they've made. I said this on who I did a podcast with someone recently. I said it's a work of art. I might get shit for it, but it's a work. The articulation, they're also using hinges, so it's different types of wrist joints. They're pegged in. That it's not the ball joints. The art, like the diaphragm on this, like they move awesome, man. These figures are awesome.
Like
So
they are doing a fantastic, and I forgot about the Avatar license too. Like they are
mhm.
doing such an awesome job with that.
Yeah, you can never just build a few main teams because then you get some villains and some characters. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
What's up, Articulated Heroes?
yeah,
He just
what's
he just had a huge haul from I think Big Bad Toy Store, so he's opened up some figures. All right, cool. So there's wishful thinking from us. Hopefully, at one point they will have something in terms of Marvel
it's
under their banner.
Christmas. We never know.
All right, so we do want to talk about some of the new releases, right?
Yeah, sure.
You got time for that?
I have plenty of time.
Got it. Okay. So
Sleep is underrated.
I think I need some, but
Over it.
not over it. So I'm on the IG page right now. So we're gonna look at some of the new releases that have been, because we wanted to wait, right? We wanted to wait till like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything. So let's backtrack all the way to last month with, and shout
Yeah,
out
and
to
the funny part is they kept releasing stuff.
yeah,
Like I remember telling you, "Hey man, just wait for a
wait,
couple. They might reveal like Eradicator tomorrow." Boom,
yeah.
they did it.
Okay, so let's see. Let's start from. Damn, how far back did we? Was Dead
I
Man
think
the?
it,
Yeah, I
Dead
think it was
Man. I
Dead.
think it was the last one. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I think it
I
was Dead
oh
Man.
I saw this in store. This was actually pretty cool. I
And
have no
the
room for.
dragons.
I just have no room.
Same.
There's your comment. I
Same.
don't have space.
Yeah, I was they showcase like the dragons from House of the Dragon, and I'm a huge Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon fan. I was like, I don't have any space left. How can I can't
Add
get
that.
this like
Yeah. We
and
saw
you
the rest of the new Injustice. It's basically Doctor Fate and
say it's a reuse.
Supergirl. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick up Supergirl. I saw Green
Same.
Arrow in stores, but just yeah. But
Yeah, and yeah, I can't wait for Supergirl because
yeah.
because I didn't buy the first release of Green Arrow because of the side eyes. Doesn't make sense having like I know he never misses, like having someone doing this
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. So I waited for this version.
All right, so I understand. Yeah, I'm glad the Green Arrow for the Injustice one didn't have the side eye either. I know it works for some figures though. This is the one we're looking forward to. Also, looking
Night
forward to
King,
Dead. Nine. Look at Brad. I
but
must
it
have this
works.
now.
But it works, and I love the effect, like the soul effect. You
Right
can see
here.
the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Looks awesome.
this looks pretty good, man. I can't wait for this one. And then they have their McFarlane Digital. I saw this
Digital.
firsthand, which was pretty cool. Shout out to, I think his name is Trevor Dietz. Still showing me the demo at the event. Okay, so this one I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I'm gonna, depending on who the build a figure is. I
I
might.
think it's Cyborg.
Is
It's
it really?
Cyborg, the build a
Okay.
figure.
Yeah, I might wait until it's released as a box set.
Vox said probably, but you can see my comment like Captain Thunder and Captain Atom.
Or, yeah.
Please, Captain Thunder. I really like the Captain Marvel slash Captain Thunder look during Flashpoint. Like he looks like very menacing. And folks were like, "Oh look, it's Brock Lesnar with a trident." I'm like, looks great.
Oh,
Looks
because of
great. Like
the top, the flat top.
it was
Yeah,
cut. Like
I said, did you ever watch Small Soldiers? I said Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers. Said
he
Brock
looks
Lesnar.
exactly like him.
I like the trident though. This looks pretty sick. It's basically a
Yeah.
reuse of the Endless Winter, right? Most of it, yeah.
Moral, no, it's different. The Endless Winter one is it's different, and the best part is like 2023 will be the year of Aquaman. Like you'll get this one. They say it's Flashpoint Aquaman, but in truth, it's the Emperor Aquaman because it's
Hmm.
the name. You will have this one. You will have that Aquaman that will the Page Punchers version
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there is a Page
that
Punchers
will
one.
release with Ocean Master and Black Manta. You will have like the movie Aquaman, probably two suits. I don't know if they are going to do the orange suit too, but they will definitely do the black version, the stealth suit. So you will get like 4 or 5 different Aquamans in 2023.
Damn, that's a lot of Aquaman.
That's a lot
And
of
then
Aquaman.
and then you're gonna have people complain, oh, they do too many Aquaman. So what do you want then? Yeah, what do you want? You know what
It's always the
okay,
same.
I'm gonna go on a tangent here. Broken Bat, sorry. People are complaining about classic characters. They don't realize it took Hasbro 11 years to do a classic Thor, Iron
Yes.
Man, and Captain America with the 80th anniversary. And they had the license from like 2006, 2007. So it's like we're only in our third year. Just relax.
People complain. The people that complain doesn't have any clue how this works, Oh,
dude.
and industry. Why are you going to release the most wanted figures right now if you can delay and keep people buying other stuff until you release that
But
figure
also
that people want? Like,
that yeah, that's a good point. I was also talking to some people. I'm like when I look at like when I see like you, Rob, Ahsoka, and Brad, and some other people like excited for this. I'm like, I was like, the people who complain about classic looks are people who probably don't read the comics because I see you guys' excitement when these figures come out. Like we had never really gotten a Death's Metal or a Dark Knight's Metal figures. We had never gotten a Batman
figures.
Who Laughs figure. We never have, you know what I mean? So it's like I take those people that complain with like a grain of salt because it's like you don't
Yeah,
really, you know
because
what I mean?
the people that usually complain are more like the mainstream because
Right.
they don't have a great connection with the source material, and they just want, I want a classic Thor, a classic Aquaman,
Yeah.
okay, and they don't get any of the other toys. They just want those. But I am a little biased because I don't mind having five different Aquamans because they are from
Different eras, yeah, different periods.
different eras and different looks.
Yeah.
But that's me.
No, no, I agree, man. It's just like it's like in my opinion, it's like come up with better material, you know. We got some DC Dark statue stuff. Okay, so this one I'm definitely gonna pick up, like you mentioned, because you didn't pick up the other release, right?
Yeah, I was waiting for this one.
Yeah, this
And
looks.
if you can see, like, this is the same body buck as the year two and the three Jokers Batman. Like the wrinkles,
Yeah. Is
if you
it?
can see, it's almost the same. I think it's
Oh
the
yeah, it
same,
is. It is the wrinkles in the torso are the
and it's
same.
a
Yeah,
perfect reuse of the body. Like,
yeah.
and I
I
think probably this is going. I'm not a huge fan of the gray and blue Batman. I like the black and gray, but I think this one will be one of the best figures.
I like this head sculpt too, man.
Yeah, man. Miles better than the one with the screaming face.
Oh, the came with a 2 pack. Yeah. We
Yeah,
already saw the penguin. There's the clown. Then we already saw Shazam now.
your review.
uh, there's some more of Deadman,
Right?
and yeah, this looks sick. Okay, so we have. Oh, okay, this is one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, me too.
The Riddler. Yeah.
Man, I'm a huge Arkham verse fan. Like I have all the collector's editions.
Do
Like
you really?
my favorite series ever. Even Arkham Origins, like it's one of the best,
My
better than the Arkham Knight.
my friend's a huge fan too, and I got him into collecting these figures now because he's like, oh, I gotta get all these Arkham figures now. He's glad he picked up the Arkham Deathstroke because that's going for a
That's
lot
true.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, I have him. Like he doesn't have the best articulation, but
yeah,
he's a dope figure.
he is a dope figure. I'm gonna go back check real quick in the comments. He said that Green Arrow looks great with the hat. DC Multiverse Dude said, "I'm gonna get Supergirl because who knows when we'll get another." Yeah, that's true.
True.
Uh, I got hatless Green Arrow. I was so mad when he released that Green Arrow. Yeah. Collect to build cyborg. It says 90s Superboy, please.
Reign of Superman, please.
I'll get the wave just for cyborg. You want to give me the other? No, actually, I my goal requires to collect all the collect to build figures. I'm just missing two. One's that speed one, and I never got the Last Night on Earth Bane.
You
So
you are not missing much. I'm telling you.
yeah,
It was a pain in the ass to put that guy together. Like
true. I heard
I
because the
was dropping
legs.
sweat. I was dropping sweat because I had like my blow dryer and I was giving it to the applying heat to the legs.
Mm.
And now he's a great statue, but not a good articulated figure, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I saw a lot of reviews on that. I need a Riddler for my Batman Rogue shelf so bad. Well, it looks like we're gonna get one. I can't wait for this one. And this is a
The
good
only
point.
downside, probably, sorry, the only downside here I'm already noticing is the question marks
What's going on with
on
it?
the suit. They are supposed to be painted in yellow,
And what did they just
and they
paint?
are not painted.
They're not
But I
painted
know
at all.
it's a tiny detail. It's hard to do. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, is that so? Well, I guess the tie has it, but
It doesn't
um,
bother me.
this is a good point by Jeff. He said wanting those classics killed Mattel. That's true. Is that really what it was? Because I don't know, man. It just seems like because I don't remember people talking much about when Mattel had the license. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, all these DC fans came out of nowhere and started complaining when McFarlane Toys took
Because
over the
of the
license.
rail.
Yeah. We need Jason Todd Batman from the Battle of the Cal.
Batman 666.
Is that what it's
That's
called?
yeah, man. The debut of Jason Todd Batman, like with the cover, like him looking
Mhm.
with everything burning behind him.
Oh, I'll have to
Yeah,
check
it's
that
a
out.
cool cover. It's
You
a
know what
cool
I'm gonna
cover.
you know what I'm gonna do with this, bro? I'm gonna get this figure and I'm gonna pop the head off and put a Jim Carrey head sculpt on there, and I'm gonna make my Batman forever.
It's an easy way to do.
Oh,
It's
this is
even
also from this one was from Plastic Rick Grimes. This is a good photo.
such a good
Sam and
photo.
Twitch, and then
The
this
entire wave.
I just picked up Plague. I saw King Spider. I still haven't seen Sam and Twitch yet. Those are the ones I want in my collection.
Still waiting for them to appear. I was going to get Overkill because
Mhm.
I really love the 90s animated the 90s Spawn series. Now I really want to Overkill, Cyborg,
Cyborg.
and Chapel, like those
Oh,
three. But then they released Overkill and it's the zombified look, and I was like, eh. And then I saw some reviews and it looks a little bit like Clayface, like holoplastic with no
yeah,
details. And I'm still waiting for classic Overkill with good articulation because the big one
yeah,
with the static pose, I think that's still the goat.
yeah. I know which one you're talking
It's
about.
awesome, man.
That Overkill was cool because the one they released now, it's funny. You're talking about the table of free figures at the event. Rob was like, "I want that Overkill," and at the end of the night, it was all gone. uh, thanks, DC Multiverse dude. Thanks for coming through. Said great chat, guys. Can't wait to watch
Thanks,
you guys
man.
later. Yeah, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks to everyone too still here with us. Then we saw Starro.
Nowhere to be seen around here.
Yet.
And that guy too.
So this is pretty good. I like this. And can I ask you something? Does the boot bother you or no?
It doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me is not having another pair of hands
Uh,
to hold the guns. He only has the close fisted left hand. But other than that, I'm waiting for that spawn because, like I told you, I don't have any spawn because I'm just waiting for the classic look. I missed the Kickstarter one because of the shipping, etc., and I was not really into the toy photography. But this one,
I, I
for me, I think it's the best.
it is, man. I think this is like I said it when I reviewed. Like this is like as close as you can get to like a classic one for what we have
A
right
classic.
now. Yeah, and it's a
Mhm.
good substitute. And the reason why I ask about the boot, it doesn't bother me. It helps like ground the figure too, like stand it. Because some guy, what,
Doesn't bother me.
and somebody when I did the Spawn comparison says he hated this boot. I was like, why? It's like doesn't look bad to me. I like the aesthetics.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I love how he has like the chains
Dude,
accessory that you can plug in.
those chain accessories are nice. I used it for other shots before, but it's cool.
Then I can use the parallax All Jordan effects on him.
Here we go.
That's look, my comment says it all, man. Can't wait, like,
Let's bring it
and
in.
you see the face, and this gives me hope for an entrance figure down the line
Oh,
because
and it's
they don't do a lot of women, but when they do them, they are usually the best figures that they release.
that Catwoman from Arkham was one of the best I've seen, dude. That's why it was so high on my list. Look
And
at the best.
she's look at this face.
It's a beautiful
I'm
figure.
not saying look at other stuff, but she's
But
packing
the
the hit, you
yeah,
know. But the face, man, it's
the face
fantastic.
sculpts. It's one of their best, man.
It's there, and we can see. And the thing is, the Arkham City version, you already have the 3D models. This one probably you don't have. You need to recreate everything from scratch here, and she looks flawless. Like you have the cheeks, the red on the cheeks.
Yeah, she looks
The
fantastic,
hair.
man. You even see the purple like eye light, like right here, the eyeshadow up
Yeah.
there.
I think
Yeah,
I think the hair is a reuse of the drone. I think it's almost the same hair,
I
but
still
it's a
haven't
good
opened that.
reuse.
I still got that figure. I never opened it. The
Yeah,
drowned.
it's a cool figure.
Yeah. But yeah, this figure looks
But
amazing.
like,
I'm excited for this one.
me too.
This one I'm excited for just because I want to try and kit bash this to an armored Batman from Batman Beyond. It looks like it's using the same engineering as the Hellbat wings, but it's not the
The
same exact
Alpex.
one. But
I don't know. Does he have a double elbow joints or it's single?
let's see.
I think it's
Enhance.
double
I think it's single because you
single.
can see a little bit of gappage here, so that might be there's a like a swivel, so it might be
Single.
single jointed. Yeah, but yeah, this thing looks
It doesn't
cool.
bother me.
Look at the comments. See, Ahsoka likes it. Rob like. Look at Rob's comment. Could it be? Look at yours. Look at me have all these reveals.
And this gives me hope for more Kingdom Come figures. Like the Green Lantern, I think Ahsoka posted today a pic of Green Lantern from the Kingdom Come series.
Did he? Let's go to
That's,
Instagram real quick.
I think so.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did. Yo, look at this. Look at
Man,
this
that's so.
statue.
You
That's
don't
like,
have you don't have any articulation in that figure, but they can re-release him.
why does he look so
And like,
old?
because he's old. And I think that one is not. I think it's Alan Scott. I think I can't remember right now, but I think it's Alan Scott. It's supposed to be the Green Lantern. I think
Imagine if McFarlane made one like this. This would be cool.
they can do an entire Kingdom Come wave
Yeah.
with a classic Captain Shazam. The classic Shazam. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind.
Let's see what he's got here. Oh, he has a Justice League setup.
With an imposter in
in the middle. Let's go back here. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off track there. Okay, so damn, there's been a lot of reveals, dude. I'm still scrolling down.
It was like one new reveal each day. I was like,
Yeah.
is this supposed to be Christmas or what? Like
And so there we go.
Superboy.
We got Superboy.
It's not the 90s look, but it gives me hope for a 90s. Oh, do you see my comment? Like, fingers crossed for a Cyborg Superman and Steel. Because since they already announced Eradicator, even if it's not the 90s version, and I strongly believe Cyborg Superman will come out because I heard some rumors about the double pack coming
Really?
with him.
I want Steel, man.
Still, they can use the Unchained armor, just painted like in silver, and boom, just change the head and give him an hammer.
Could that work as a Steel, the Unchained armor version? Yeah,
that works. I saw a bunch of like costumes that people did. They even some used Lex Luthor's head.
Yeah,
and painted everything silver, and it worked. It worked.
I want to see that custom. That sounds interesting. Look at
if I found the custom, I think I know. I still have the photo. I will send it to you.
Okay, look at fucking Shartimus. Loving butts is the right of all sentient beings. Jeez, I like how he put his name. Like we don't see his name already on.
Like yeah. One thing is that guy.
Shout out to Shartimus. This one I don't know too much about, honestly. The Duke Thomas.
Man, I'm all in for more bad family characters.
See, and this is what I like. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I like. Like you people that are fans of DC, like the comics, like look at your comments. Like you guys got another sweet reveal. Look at Rob. I always wanted a Signal figure for so long. Finally, we got a Signal.
Yeah, I think
so. It's like people that are actually,
I think there's only one Signal figure. I think it's not from Jazzwares. I don't know. Speed Master, HeroClix. I don't remember. Like it's a small one.
Didn't they make a Robin Duke Thomas figure from Mattel?
Or it's for Mattel. I can't remember. I think there's only another one.
I think it's Mattel because it's still on Amazon here. I think for like $20 or $30.
It's a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're excited for this
Give me
stuff?
spoiler. Give me spoiler. Give me signal spoiler. Orphan. Give me all those bad family characters. I'm all in for that.
The head sculpt looks interesting. This might be one I might pick up if it's like if there's a deal on this. But I don't really know
And
too much about Duke Thomas.
Duke Thomas. I think it's the brother of the future state Batman. I don't know.
Oh, okay, that makes
I
sense.
don't know if it's the same, but I think it's the I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about because I
I'm
think the
holding you
future
to that.
state.
I'm holding your word 100%.
Yeah, I think Duke Thomas is supposed to be like. Let me just check here really quick. Future state.
So do you think this is the best? Because I was looking at the comics or the comics, the comments. Somebody said this is the
It's
best
his
looking
brother.
joke. Infinite
It's his
Frontier.
brother.
It is.
Yeah, without
Is
the eye. I'm going to pass on this Joker because I already have like I think for me at least for now the best Jokers. Like the only difference with this is the eye and the new sculpt. Like even with the three Jokers wave, I only
Mhm.
got the one with the head,
Oh,
and I skipped
the comedian.
the comedian. Yeah, and I skipped the other ones.
I picked up the
Maybe I
other
will
ones.
get them.
I picked up the other ones because they were on sale, but like I might head swap those onto this figure because it would be interesting. I'm wondering what the Mortal Kombat head would look like on here because
That's a
it's a brighter purple color. You know what I mean?
And yeah, and the end might work.
Let's see. And then
I'm
this is
still
the
waiting
one.
for Harley. Yeah, that's
This is
with the gun and everything.
yeah. I asked. I don't know if I didn't get any confirmation if that's pinless or not because it looks like it
That
is.
looks like it's pinless. Yeah, that looks like pinless.
It's either pinless or single jointed, but like,
Single jointed.
but yeah, it comes with the gun.
I talked with John
Yeah,
and about like the photo, the setup of the photo, and he actually froze.
Batman.
And he sent
Yeah,
me a video showing me like he literally frozen. I was like, I'll never frozen figure.
that's
Not in a
awesome.
million years.
The commitment, man. But I'm excited for this, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
Good work on the photography too, because photographing something like this is hard, like reflective.
it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, the
Yeah,
reflection.
you did an incredible job with this. That that's one I'm definitely
Everything.
looking forward to. They have another
Another
Jay Garrick.
classic
Yeah, there's a classic character for people asking for classic characters. There you go, classic Jay Garrick.
with the same body back as like these figures like Blue Circle and Blue Beetle. It's almost the same body back.
Mhm.
And I was actually waiting for him to be revealed because I was on the fence of getting the
The other one.
speed metal wave or just waiting until they reveal this guy. I'm going with Jay and Kid Flash, and I think there's only one or two speedsters left until we can complete the entire Flash family.
Who's
Bart
left?
Allen, I think it's Bart Allen, the only one left.
Ah. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see. That was the Avatar stuff. Did you
The
get
Bat movies.
any? Did you
Nah,
get any? No. I was thinking about
I
picking
don't
this
have
up.
any space.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. I
All
don't
right.
have space for these vehicles.
All right. This one, the one you were talking
That's the
about
goat.
earlier. This would look good with the future state Superman. Yeah,
Look at that beauty.
this thing looks amazing. Damn. Even the cape, like the cape work looks nice. I feel like the cape's gonna be heavy, but I'm okay with it because like the texturing on that makes up for it to me.
The
Like
details, man. The angry face.
if we
Like
get
they are going to ask $20 for this figure. Like brand new sculpt, brand new everything for $20. Like 20 something.
if we can get this, I hope we can get medieval Spawn to pose with him because that'd be kind of cool.
isn't supposed to like they are going to announce the medieval spawn like the Kickstarter
Oh, the next
starter
Kickstarter. If I think so, I think Todd mentioned it in one of his interviews at one point.
something during December. I think it was supposed to be during this month.
Oh, because Batman Spawn comes out tomorrow. Yeah, but they're going to announce toys for those too, so I can't wait for that.
He said that I think I remember him saying like they are definitely going to make a double pack or some toys
Yeah,
of them, but can't wait to
man.
get this guy. Like
This looks sick, man.
the bat
Look at
shoulder
the
pads
armor. Yeah,
details on him. Sweet.
yeah. And then, whose toy photography was this? John also? Oh, Garrison 74.
Garrison.
Okay.
It's from Garrison.
Okay. Damn, this looks nice too. All right. Then there's Shazam, and then do you mess with the retro stuff or nah?
I want to, but I don't have any space.
Yeah.
That's my excuse for not getting them. But I really wanted like if they did them all this line in 7 inch, and you can see probably comments of me like saying do this in 7 inch scale. I will get everyone.
Yeah. I had the three. I had Joker, Batman, and Robin. They were nice. It would have been cool if it was in a 7-inch scale.
I was falling in love and giving my eyes to the lunchbox.
Yeah,
There
it was. And
because it looks cool, like it looks vintage.
it's up at Target, and I wish I would have bought it because they had it $10 off 2 weeks ago. But for $60, I passed on it for now.
See, here it didn't show up yet.
I'm waiting for when they come out with the Two-Face one, I'll buy it. Even though it's out of scale, I still like that design of Two-Face they did.
That design, yeah, I think they revealed it during that meeting.
Yeah, they did. It was at the show, and I was just like, "Damn, it looks nice."
I can't wait. I can't wait for them to do like Arkhamverse Two-Face. I think it works well with the comics
Mm-hmm.
and the animated stuff. Like they
The
can easily
Arkham
do
version.
the Arkham version. It's simple to do, easier to do. I think.
I know you're a huge Doom fan because I saw you have that classic Doom, which cost a pretty penny. Man, that thing sold out fast here in the States.
Here costs around $20.
Damn, that was well. Yeah, I'm saying like secondary,
costs,
like it sold out fast on the McFarlane Toys website.
I'm going to reveal you something. I had the first version of Doom guy, like the Doom Slayer version of Doom Eternal, and I had him, and my issue was space, and then I sold him. I got him. It was actually a gift, and I sold him for almost like $100. There was a guy. Oh, I want that guy. $100. So, okay.
Okay, you got. Are you gonna
Yes,
get?
okay.
Are you gonna pick up this one too?
Nah.
Nah,
I
you're
just
fine.
the green version is enough
That's
for
enough.
me.
Yeah.
Is enough. I don't really need that second player color.
And damn, that's a good shot. Shout out to Agent 37 underscore action. Okay. All right, this one I don't really know what is it? DC versus Vampires. It looks like it's another reuse of that Hush.
I was waiting for the vampire version from the 90s with the long ears.
Oh, the longer
With the
bat cowls. Yeah.
Yeah. I was not. Maybe I don't think I will get this one. Maybe if it justifies having. It's the same body back as the Geshu version
Yeah.
and the Three Jokers version. So just having him with a different face and longer nails.
Longer nails. Yeah, and the head sculpt's nice, but it's not enough for me to. I don't think I'll get this one.
Yeah,
Wicked sculpt
the
though.
sculpt is nice. Yeah.
And then here we go. We have
There's the android.
The Eradicator. Yeah, look at the glasses, dude. Oh man.
Yeah. No, they advertise him as being like Eradicator, but this is actually the second Eradicator. Like, I think it's from Rebirth on New 52. I can remember, and like this one is supposed to be like for General Zod, I think. That's why they released General Zod
before this
earlier this year. because the Eradicator, the original version, is not black, like he has the human flesh. The only downside here is the goggles, because they are solid gold yellow.
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to be transparent, like booster gold.
It's supposed to be
But
transparent.
yeah, but this gives me hope for a version of him from the Reign of Superman storyline, which is odd because this year marks the 30th anniversary of that of Superman,
And we
and
didn't get
they are releasing figures based on the characters from the storyline. Actually, you already got the black suit Superman,
yeah.
but it's not the same version. You
It's
got
solar suit.
Mongol, you got Mongol, you got Parallax Al Jordan, you got the Eradicator, Superboy. The only one left probably is Doomsday
Mhm.
and Cyborg Superman.
You think
And
they would
still,
reuse the Devastator body for that if they were to do
but
Doomsday?
please make him bigger. I think the body buck works well, but they should do like a mega fig, Doomsday
Like
mega fig. I think will be the best approach.
it looks like this one they're reusing the infected body.
The infected,
Yeah.
it's the best one.
It is, yeah, it's the best one.
It's the angry, the Ash Superman version. I think it's the best body buck.
And then I have one of these, the superpowers. I have the
I don't
so
have any.
really want them in 7-inch version. I have the
Like you have a classic Wonder Woman there and the classic Deathstroke. Like
I probably might pick up now because I have Darkseid and I reviewed it. It looks cool for what it is. I might pick this up just so I can have the Trinity. I'll have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. The Nightwing and Deathstroke, they're cool, but not ones I would probably get.
I'm thinking about getting them and not removing them from the package,
Keep them in the
like
pack.
display them like classic on the blister.
Yeah.
Probably.
Why don't you just put this Wonder Woman on the shelf and that'll be your.
The funny part is like I have a bunch of Wonder Woman figures and they are any of them. It's like the classic look.
Yeah, I use the Last Night on Earth one with the
Wonder Woman.
Endless Winter head. Yeah, but they're nice for what it is, though. Can you imagine if it's like a DC thing though? They're like they want to make classics, but DC's just like, no, make them in this form. Just make them the
I doubt that. I doubt.
Yeah, but it's nice though that they're doing these superpowers line though. It's a nice retro.
I saw a couple of hours ago. I saw. I think it was Pixel Dan reviewing the first wave
of these.
Of this, yeah. It was not. It was Superman, Darkseid, and Batman.
Pixel Dan's reviewing it.
Yeah, and he loved the toys. The figures not so much, but the toys, the vehicles,
yeah,
he loved them.
They're nice. Yeah, they're nice for like nostalgia. It's cool. All right, so here we have the dragons. I don't really have any. I haven't seen House of Dragon yet. Or House of the
cool.
Dragon. Is it?
But yeah, the dragons are really well done. Like
gorgeous.
Caraxes here looks amazing.
What scale is this supposed to be?
Probably like the same as the other ones, like 7 up.
So after this, we have 2 more because there's a new announcement today.
So I'm excited for this. Yeah, this skin.
I'm excited for this.
Give me all the Arkham skins. Give me all the Arkham skins. I don't mind.
So one thing I noticed, and I pointed this out, these are using hinges. These aren't the ball joints.
Oh, nice.
So I wonder if, unless I'm looking at this wrong and they are ball joints and that's just part of his glove. It looks like
I
hinges.
don't think so. They look like hinges.
Yeah, so I was like, are they moving to hinges now? Because that would be interesting.
They look like hinges.
But I'm excited for this. Yeah, give me anything Arkham.
Give me all the skins, like the Sinestro Corp version of Batman, like skin from Arkham City. I would love that. More lanterns.
More lanterns. All right, and the last one, nice picture from Rob D Toys.
Oh,
the goat amazing effects. Yeah, he does a great job.
Those effects.
All right, and the last one, because this just got announced today. But I
The
remember seeing this.
Megazord.
Yeah, the Fulcrum Abominus mega figure from Dark Knight's Metal. I'm probably gonna pick this up just because,
Yeah,
like,
me too. Because it looks fun.
yeah, like I
And you
mean,
saw it. It was displayed in the
I
New
think,
York Comic Con,
yeah,
right?
it's awesome, man.
And
I
how was a paint job like compared with the photo? It was the same like details or more
same,
plastic.
yeah, same details. Now, obviously, if people watch my video, like it looks way brighter because at the showroom I was at, it was up against the window, so obviously the light
Oh,
hitting it was
okay.
harsh, but it looks
Mhm.
exactly like this. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's it. Like it's a mega fig, plus it combines everything that's great about the Justice League, and I can't wait to have that piece displayed here.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks so
man.
nice. That's probably so of all the because there's pick from the buffet, man. There's a lot. Which is the ones like which are two you're looking forward to the most?
The most with the Gladiator Batman.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Eradicator and Jay Garrick, probably. I'm going to pick them all, but
You gonna get them
those
all?
are. I'm going to get them all. I'm still the one that I'm on the fence here is the Vampire Batman because
This just doesn't do it for me, man. I mean, this
if
one's
I want to see if the accessories and everything that comes with the figure justifies getting him. The Atrocitus Batman that got released, I didn't pick him because I was like, eh,
oh, I know what you're yeah.
it's pointless. I know it's another Batman. But one of these days I will pick him up.
Nice. So those three, so Eradicator, the
And
this
Super
metal
Bowl,
bat,
I'm going
and
to get
Jake.
them all.
Yeah, about those are the three you're looking forward to the most.
Yeah, Jay, I like them all. Like there are so
I know
many.
you will get them all. It's just yeah, I think for
There are so
me,
many.
Mr. Freeze is definitely one of the top ones I'm looking forward to.
I'm not.
Although,
I'm not.
hmm?
Go ahead.
No, no, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say I'm not super pumped because of Mr. Freeze because I have the DC collectibles from the Arkham City version. I have the Arkham City version, so if I get him, I get him. If I don't get him, but
Uh,
I want that version too, and it
Fair
feels
enough.
better.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze,
And
Catwoman.
Catwoman,
That's the one I'm looking. Those two, and then my third one. Damn, I like the Rogue Gallery. I don't want to pick Riddler. I'm gonna say probably the same thing as you for this Batman right here, the Dark Knight's
looking
Metal, the
forward.
Gladiator Batman. Yeah, just to pose him with the future state Superman's gonna look nice.
Like, and they if they like the only thing left is Wonder Woman is like a gladiator Wonder
Yeah,
Woman to go next, and then we will see like a full gladiator slash medieval Justice League.
yeah,
Might happen. You never know.
yeah. Were there any other ones you wanted to look at before we close this page out? It's a lot of stuff.
No, already. It's a photo of Atom Smasher there.
Do you collect
Other
any of the
than
other stuff, like the My Hero Academia stuff, or any of those?
no, I have only two All Might statues from One Presto. It's
Mm-hmm.
One Price. I only have those two because I really like My Hero Academia.
Oh, you'll like
And
this one. Hold on one
I
second.
don't have space. Poison Ivy is a must. Give me
I
the
agree.
Arkham version and Harley
He
too.
he agrees for the Arkham series. Yeah.
But yes.
Oh man, there's a lot to unpack there. I'm hoping for more
Before
announcements coming.
we before we pack everything and go our separate ways, what's the
The,
most exciting line that you are looking forward?
the next
It
year,
doesn't have to be like McFarlane or Marvel or Hasbro or whatever. Are you
honest,
looking forward to what line
honestly,
or new line or whatever?
I'm excited for the Nolan trilogy figures from McFarlane Toys, just because it's going to be nice to have Bale, Joker and all of them, because I know NECA made their own 7-inch scale stuff, but I'm looking forward for McFarlane. That one, I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with Movie Maniacs. They announced at Comic-Con they're bringing back Movie Maniacs. There's a solid pick, like solid properties they're going to do. I'm looking forward to seeing if they're going to revisit old ones. Like, imagine if they did another Austin Powers one. Like, I would lose for that.
Yeah, baby.
But how about you? What are you looking forward to? Same thing, doesn't have to be, but if it is McFarlane Toys,
I'm always looking forward to see more from McFarlane, but I'm really, really hyped to see the new Street Fighter line from Jada Toys, man.
Everyone, is talking about the Jada toy ones. Yeah,
it's like $25. Articulation, accessories, 6-inch. They will scale well with Marvel Legends, so you can pair like
Marvel
Wolverine and Sagat. They didn't announce Sagat, but hopefully they will. Like, you can pair Chun-Li and Wolverine and do the Marvel vs. Capcom fight. And I'm really looking forward to see that line.
That's a good one. I forgot because the guy, I think his name is June. He went on a couple podcasts talking about those figures. That's a good one. If you go to San Diego Comic-Con next year, man, they're supposed to have a booth. Look, I keep bringing it up because I know for sure I think I'm gonna go, even if I have to pay reseller value to get there, because
the problem here is I live
all the way over
4 hours from an airport. Then I need to pick up a plane across the Atlantic. Then I don't know if there are chartered planes to San Diego, or I need to wait on some random spot and then pick up another plane to go there. Chartered planes, I don't know.
Oh, like layovers and stuff like that. Yeah.
If I could teleport, it would be easier.
That would be fun, man. So that way you can teleport here, pick up these figures for a good deal, and go back to
no taxes.
Yeah.
No everything. No customs.
Man. I'm sorry, it went over a little bit too long, but I appreciate you joining me and staying throughout the whole thing, man.
My pleasure, man.
This has been fun, and we'll definitely have to do this again because we know there's going to be some more announcements coming through the next coming weeks and months.
They are never there.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to mention too about the company in general. Distribution's been awesome. They'll announce something, and here at least a couple months later, there's no waiting 2 years or a year and a half. It's just there it is, Or sometimes they won't even announce it and it's already released.
Yeah, I remember. I think with Asbet, I remember seeing everyone taking pictures of him in stores, and they didn't announce the figure a couple of weeks after they actually announced the figure.
Yeah. So here's to many more of those. Hopefully get more.
2023.
Yeah. Thank you again, my friend. Where can the people find you at? I have your Instagram there, but just to promote yourself.
They can find me on Insta, mostly. It's my main workplace. I'm on Vero too, but I rarely post on Vero, and I'm on TikTok, but I don't like doing small reels or clips. I like take photos, but on Insta, I'm there always. Just hit me up.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. And do you want to promote your Facebook group that you're in, or no?
No, if they are Portuguese speakers, they can go there, but only if they speak Portuguese.
You're talking to the biggest collector in Portugal. All right. Before we sign out, thanks for everyone joining. Hey, what's up, Gonk Prime? He's a regular.
What's up, man?
Thanks to everyone that came through today. Also watched the stream with us. DC Multiverse, dude, thank you. It was cool to see Jeff toying around. Thanks for stopping by. Bones and the Necro Zoo, thanks for coming through. Sam with Angela's Collectibles and Noah Plastic Grimes, thank you for coming through, man. Let's see if I forgot anyone else. I think Jeff, Noah, yeah, that's it. Cool. And Gonk, thanks for coming through last minute. Feel free to check out the replay, and anyone catching the replay, also check out, like I mentioned, I have his link, I have his information there. Check out the Broken Back, some awesome toy photography shots, and let us know what your top figures are of the year. Doesn't necessarily have to be DC Multiverse, just anything. Let us know in the comments below. And to my guest and my friend, the Broken Bat, thank you again for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, my friend. It's been fun. We'll do this again.
Best 3 hours of my life.
Yes.
Better than watching The Lord of the Rings.
Thank you, my friend. Take care.
Okay. Thanks, man. Peace.